Okay, there should be motherfucking sound now. I tried everything. Okay, there is.
Motherfucking sound now. I tried everything.
That's some shit. All right. Let me try to put my microphones back in to make sure they're not slipping and shit. And, because it's working. It's working here. It's working here. If it slips out, it'll fuck up my audio, though. That's what always happens when I start a stream. Okay. It says it's picking me up. What do you guys say? I think we're good. All right, we are. Motherfuckers. Okay. Welcome. We can get fucking messy today. I know it's the Lord's day. It's Jesus' day. And I'm trying to be a good bitch. Bitch, I'm trying to be a good bitch. But the Lord accepts me just the motherfucking way I am. And some people have been asking for some shit. And I've been holding it in because I'm trying to be above shit. And I'm trying to move the fuck on. But sometimes you just can't. When the lies are fucking perpetuated as truths, people be fucking up. So what do you say we hit this motherfucking intro and get some shit started? Want to see my C-Walk?
Zita pull up, rev the Harley with a smirk. Motorhome park, grill lit, she go berserk. Debo in the back, beast mode on the deck. Jet boat spin, waves crash, what to expect. Bad girl see, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. Zita running everything, hands on the fleet. She got the
gangster bitch.
Debo bark, deep bass drop all night long. Leather jacket shining, hit the throttle, then she's gone. Riding through the vibes like she owns the whole song. Bad girl see, yeah, she bringing the heat. Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. See her running everything, hands on the fleet. Motorhome life, she a rolling sensation.
Rest stop queen, every town's admiration.
No filter needed, truth cuts like machetes. Zita full of takes, so sharp.
Call it petty confetti, bitch. Bad girl Z, yeah, she bringing the heat.
Funny punchlines, got you glued to your seat. Big moves, big heart, can't be beat. See her running everything, hands on the fleet. Motorhome life, she a rolling sensation. Rest stop queen, every town's admiration. No filter needed, truth cuts like machetes. Zita full of taste, so sharp, call it petty confetti.
Petty confetti, bitch. I could get petty with the best of them. That's about to be on display. Can't even wait. All right, I know there's one particular song that y'all motherfuckers want me to play today because it is Easter. It is Zita the Egg Day. Motherfucker, we had Cancer Survivors Day and Egg Day in the same motherfucking week. Whew. You know I'm living it up, living large. Okay, we're gonna move this shit along. Here's a hint to the other bitch. Y'all might know, I may or may not have started a video spilling all this hot tea. Here comes the song. The bitch was warned. Here it comes. I don't think y'all are ready for it.
Black flag up, night tide rough, spyglass cut, he climbs from the wreck like what? Salt on his beard, gold on his name, scars like a map, every line from a flame. Deck full of doubters, he turned them to crew. Say my crown's fake, he's coming for you. Rum on his breath, but his mind stays sharp. Reads every scheme like his letters in the dark. Laugh in your face when you think you're the ace, he already shuffled the deck. on you, too savage. Nothing you can do. He's a way, he's a crew, he's a point of view.
You have to admire the fucking ultimate troll, dude. How's he gonna take your ship over, bitch? Just took that shit right on over. He was like, you ain't gonna use me for my shit. Look at all your pirates that are over there now. I love it because I had no motherfucking audience to lose, and I did everything to not gain an audience because I'm not like that. I'm not a fucking clout chaser, and I don't use people for shit. So Fat Cap won. I was not out taking fucking fan pics and posting them on my Insta or fucking posting them as shorts on my fucking personal YouTube channel for motherfucking clout. Because, you know, like some fans did. Speaking of fans, remind me to talk about lying-ass, snake-ass Roxy. She's insignificant, so I forget about her often, but she did fucking tell a lot of lies about me. We should get that shit straight. Keep your husband off the internet, bitch. Especially on my channel. Because people are ready to flip it. You're about to get clocked, bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Old Cow
Zita Ray. All right. Okay. And I know this is kind of a lot of intro songs, but let's face it. I'm just chilling in my pool. I do have some games that I could play if some more people make it in here. There's these ones, and there's another kind of eggs, plastic eggs, and then, of course, I have real eggs. Okay? And the way that it could work is you can send a tip for different amounts. We'll set it up if more people come in. And just put on the memo what you want me to say is your name. And then you'll pick like a color, a number, or whatever, and we'll see what's inside. There's going to be special prizes awarded. I can Cash App you, or I can get you like an Amazon gift card for the winnings. You're not allowed to buy subs or buy views, but it is a raffle, and you are allowed to do raffles. So this will be kind of like a raffle. I'll show you the game and who ends up being the winner when we end up doing it. So that's that. Let me go back here and find another. Let's see. Let's do, actually, I know what you want. You guys want the egg song, don't you? You want the egg song. We need the egg song. What should we do first? Should we do Fuck Zita or the egg song? Fuck Zita or the egg song, bitches. Okay, we'll do Fuck Zita because this guy's a piece of trash too. Untalented motherfucker. He's going to be a Tommy clone, though. Tommy's at least kind of funny.
You're built like a freezer, can't breathe when you walk, yeah, we call that a wheezer. Only time you're hot is when you got a fucking fever. Glammy is a better live streamer. Yo, Zita Ray, you dumb as a brick. Only a lesbian cause you can't get dick. Hairy as legs, let me get you a bit.
How I got so many cheering in.
Hey, Zita, you were living in denial. You couldn't even get laid by fucking eco-file. Your drip is whack and you got no style. You look like wings, dirty clothes. Hey, bitch. How's the van life? Zolly the Reaper got you with a fucking sauce.
Van life? Like I don't have my own built-in resort, bitch. My house has a foundation. He just mad. He just mad.
You wake up in a puddle of glue. Well, it's probably the same anytime you see food. You're an ugly ass woman. Maybe you should try being a dude. I'll never see somebody so desperate. Guess that's what happens when you can't get bread. When you spread it, always bragging, but you ain't got shit. Can't even Turn around, spit. Yo, built like a big ass shit.
This shit long as hell.
I leave this in here because I like breadstick.
That you the only one calling yourself funny. Why you always brag about how you got a lot of money? A bear wouldn't fuck you if you were covered in honey. Get dysphoria when you see a Playboy bunny. You think you got in your little bikini? Bend over, bitch, I think I saw a weenie. All your talent disappeared like Houdini. Didn't you say you know Sydney Sweeney? Sorry, you thought I was a friend to you. You couldn't get laid if you went to India. You built like a meteor. You snaked me and I do shit to you. Killer whale and your feet on seals. Can you tell me how you can feel? Have you smelled your breath? Ew, that shit kills. You're more offensive than an oil spill.
Go to the dentist every 6 months. I don't play. Keeping my teeth.
Cancer kills.
That's breadstick. He's funny as
I
fuck.
don't know if you can say that, Twiggy. Don't give a fuck. Fucking get it then. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Fuck Zita.
Just so y'all know, that's what the name of the song is. I keep it in there for a while. The ironic thing about that is that lyrics in that say, I snaked him. Bitch, where? Oh, where, bitch? Where did I snake you? By giving you rides? By not taking your money? I never said that I should have taken your money. I made a motherfucking cocksucking joke. But y'all can't take those jokes coming from a fat ass, woody ass white girl. Well, I'm part Mexican. You can call me. I say I'm colored when it works in my advantage, bitch. Okay. Oh, you guys haven't heard this. This shit's funny. It's from Fat Camp One. It's just a small little bite.
Scott, save your computer.
Zeta Ray squirting. Scott, save your computer. That shit was funny as a fuck. Okay, we'll do another one for old time's sake. Old time's sake, I mean, because this is another person that I straight up murdered on the internet. And what's crazy is the way I murdered him in Minecraft on the internet is by saying the same shit that Keem later came in and said. Motherfucker was drunk, passing out on stream, and I was trying to make that shit rise to the top. Your girl brought, what was the name of that show? Rain, from number 17 to number 10. And then I was moved onto test that was like number 25 because it was a dead ass channel. And that ended up going to, where was it before I left? And, the sandwich getter was moved down there. I want to say it was 9. Yeah, it was either 9 or 8. I have the screenshots. I'm not sure, but that's what the fuck it was. Okay, let's listen to this one for my other murder victim. In Minecraft. Oh shit, let's do it again.
His drink, then my pussy stank, then my pussy stank. He pull up, late eyes half closed, still lit. Phone on red, but he still that pic.
Where's you going?
Talking like a shake.
It's some kid's son. Fuck, shut my nightmare, gang.
We running back with. Hit that door, same sense, same bed, same sheets. Same thoughts in his head. He gag one time, but he still go deep. Cause he hate how it tastes, but he love how she freak. Then my pussy stank. Then my pussy stank. He's getting withdrawals, fiending for his drink. Then my pussy stank. Then my pussy stank.
There's a crow fucking with Debo right now. He's trying to get it. If it happens again, I'll show y'all. Did it close that? It fucking did. This is the one thing that sucks about fucking using my iPad out here when it gets wet. It reads shit as water.
Phone on red, but he still
Yeah,
feel
right.
that pig.
Bitch, you gone.
Talking like a kid, but he shake.
Bitch, I'm King Slime. Fuck, shut my nightmare,
Who we
gang.
running back with? Hit that door, same sense, same bed, same sheets. Same thoughts in his head. He gag one time, but he still go deep. Cause he hate how it tastes, but he love how she free. Then my pussy stank. Then my
Yeah, my
pussy
pussy stank.
He's getting withdrawals, fiending for his drink.
His vagina was the fucking biggest for all the shit he fucking talked, dude. Fucking glass house.
I can't cut ties, so you wild, I'm through. Now he outside with the circles on the room.
Okay, guys. So I brought out here 2 different types of plastic eggs. If we get enough people in here, we will do a raffle, and I will send the winners either cash apps or a gift card. You're not allowed to like pay for subs or pay for view times or whatever, but this is a raffle because we're going to do something at the end that's going to be just like a random picker, if you know what I mean. So how it'll work is you can send any dollar amount. I don't even care if it's just $1 or whatever, to my Cash App. It's in the description. Also, Nightbot will run it every few, like, little bit, but it's $pay Zita. And in the memo, put what you want me to refer to you as online. So you could just pick a number, your initials, or whatever, and you can pick a color, and I will write your name, initials, whatever number on certain eggs. And then eggs are going to be kind of drawn a certain way. So, anyways, it's been a fucking a good week for me. Motherfucking today is egg day. It's my day. The other day it was cancer survivor day. It's my day. So every day is a good day in my book, but I've had a week full of especially days that were made for me. So speaking of things that were made for me, let's do this. I'm going to show you something too. I wonder if I should play the other one first. I'm going to play the other one first. I need to find it though, because there's a few. Okay, so when Pussy Ass Sheep Fucker and I were on Gay, the song that I made was, I think it was this one.
Flip
It
the
is.
switch.
Okay.
Red light on.
Okay. It is that one. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so this is the song that I originally picked, and then Sheep Boy was like, that's weird because the lyrics to that, like, they creep me out because it seems like sexual with me, or like you're flirting with me, or like I'm flirting with you. So I don't know. So I want you to pay close attention to the lyrics in this song, and then I'm going to play my egg song, bitch. And then I want you to pay close attention to the lyrics in that song and tell me which one seems a little more sexual. Yeah. In the comments for sure.
Two freaks laughing. Mic check. Come on. Nightmare twitching in his seat, tapping fingers, grinding teeth. Eyes locked on that on-air sign. He wants a drag, she wants his mind. Zita spinning all the dirt, messy stories, twisted words. Egg-shaped queen in a swivel throne, poking at every exposed nerve. Welcome to the Log Cow Gay Show, where the chaos runs the flow. Nightmare fiending, losing control. Zeta pushing every button just for the lows. Welcome to the Log Cow Gay Show. Buckle up, enjoy the blow by blow. If you're easily shook, better turn that down. We get wild, we get wild. She leans in close, drops a name. Kitchen confessions, bedroom game says, remember that cook you hate? Oh yeah. Guess who slid back to my place? He grips the desk, jawline tight, nervous laughter, eyes too bright. just laughs and turns up the heat. Welcome to the Log Cow Gay Show, where the chaos runs the flow. Nightmare fiending, losing control. See, I'm pushing every button just for the laws. Welcome to the Log Cow Gay Show. Buckle up, enjoy the blow by blow. If you're easily shook, better turn that dial. We get wild, we get vile, we get vile. Static in his veins, her words pour like flame. He's cracking up on cue, she's twisting every screw. Welcome to the Log Cow Gay Show. Welcome to the Log Cow Gay Show.
All right, y'all motherfuckers get that motherfucking point. So there's one part in there where it says like I lean in and something is like implied about my bedroom game. My bedroom game is how I took that, not fucking towards him. Weirdo. He fucking wishes. Not only that, I mean, everybody already fucking knows he likes to get railed by Grim and Tech Protect, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Why is this not coming up? I thought they were all in the same place. All right, here y'all go. La piece, la résistance, the one that y'all have been waiting for. Now compare this song that he made to the other one and tell me what you guys think is more sexual.
Slow burn, sweat on my neck. You stare, I disconnect. Room spins, you pull me in. Close, close again.
See you as an egg.
See you as an egg. See you as an egg. See you as an egg.
Zita's a motherfucking egg. In case y'all haven't heard, Zita's an egg. And I just realized I forgot, like, water. I brought my coffee drink. Crazy fact about me. I'm particular about very few things. One is my lips. Two is having something flavored to drink all the time. And having my vape. Those are like my three fucking things that I need to live life. So yeah, the pink matches my bathing suit. Welcome, 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 guys. So I'm gonna run in and I'm going to grab a bottle of water really quick, and I'm gonna pull up my Cash App in case you guys send me anything. Then we'll do the game. If not, I can save these eggs for another day, for another project, for another thing. But I do need to go get some water. Actually, I'll leave my mic out here so you guys can. I'll leave you with a song to listen to while I take a little break here. Here, you guys will like this one. It's a banger. I gotta at least admit that. I'll hurry. As much as a fat girl can.
Young Twigger, young Twigger, young Twigger. I like fucking dudes, bouncing on the laps, don't even need a fab. Yeah, bounce up and down and make it clap. Yo, it's young Twigger, finger on the trigger. It's okay, small, but better if it's bigger. Got my boy blessed stick, we out here sucking dick. Go so deep, it'll make my jaw click. Yo, that shit got me bricked up, time to get our tricks up. Call me daddy, you little fucking slut. I'm the big bouncer, the big booty bouncer. I like twerking on it like a background dancer. I'm the big gay boy, wanna be a boy toy. I'm a little soy boy. Treat me like a fool, make me fucking drool. Treat me like a tool, pack my fucking stool. I'm a big player, I couldn't get gayer. I'm the booty slayer. Yo, I like it big in my mouth like a cig. I got a small dick, it's built like a fig. I'm the big twerker, I want a tear jerker. Wanna get fucked like a blue collar worker. I got lyrical flow while I'm stretching your hole. The louder you get, the deeper I go. I got 100 bodies and 6 of them were hotties. You can be ugly as long as you're naughty. Bouncing up and down like there's no tomorrow. Anybody got a dildo I can borrow? I need practice to make perfect, so I can back it up and twerk it. Call me Rihanna cause I can fucking work it. Fuck that cheering, I'm fucking perfect. My dick may be small but our game is mighty. I blow a fucking hole in his tidy whities. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Fucking dudes got me feeling sublime. I'll make it slime and take my fucking time. Sit on his lap, make that booty smack. Getting back is better than crack. Yeah, my dick small, cut some fucking slack. Here's one thing that's a fucking fact. I like to tickle grown men's booty cracks. I'm tired of people saying something's fucking wrong with me. There's no fucking problem with a little side of me. I can't think of any more words, so I'll get out of here and start packing some turds.
Alrighty, guys, welcome to the most annoying podcast on the motherfucking planet. It's your girl, your big, fat, beautiful, luscious ass, realish ass girl, Zita motherfucking Ray in the house. So let's talk about some thins and thins. My plan is to do a stream at my setup, but because my life is so fucking crazy, and I'm trying to actually squeeze in a motorcycle trip before stagecoach, rage coach, camping mofos. It's gonna be a tight squeeze, but I think I have my setup almost back together. Anyway, I'll probably test it out by jumping up on Rewind if they fucking stream tonight, bitch, because, Billy's my boy. I hope he's good to go, and I may or may not have some things to say, but, I'm gonna try and keep it over on my channel unless I do have time to watch Rewind tonight and get a little triggered by some shit, or maybe there'll be some bait laid out that I'll feel like taking. But we had to talk about some motherfucking thins and things. So I don't want to get too into the specifics, but right now, what's really pissing your girl off is this fucking false narrative that's being reported as fact in the LCU. Now, when you're a streamer, especially one with years of experience, you know that you cannot state things as fact when you don't have receipts. And when you know that that is not true, or the person involved has said that's not true. So people have been fucking up, and I've just been staying the fuck quiet because I don't give a fuck, really. But it's getting to the point to where that shit needs to stop, because the top 2 things that you can do to damage a YouTube creator, yes, I'm a fucking micro creator, but this person fucking isn't, is to, 1, discredit them, kind of make them out to be a liar who spreads false information, or 2, accuse them of doxing, which is illegal. Okay, do we know what doxing is? Doxing is releasing somebody's private information, their demographics, or something that can specifically point them out to a time and place of their real life, releasing that to the public with the intentions of harassment or instilling fear. Right? Right. So basically, what you're doing is you're accusing me of committing a crime for one, and for two, it's not true. So what is that? It's defamation, it's slander. Who cares? You know, those freaking lawsuits are hard to win. We all know that, right? And I'm not a litigious person, so I don't like fucking lawsuits because they take up money, they take up time, and they cause stress, right? But, and let's kind of be face it, whoever has the most money usually wins in those kind of situations, or who has access to the most money wins because you just really got to cover up, your lawyer fees and all that shit. Um, but so not only am I not doing anything about it, the only hard part of winning those lawsuits is proving that there was a loss. Proving that, say, you didn't get a job, or two, or three, or five, or six, or seven, or proving that your annual income took a ding, or, that's really it. It's a pretty cut and dry case. Even in Girl World, there was a lawsuit that involved some loser named Huzzy who barely had a following, who barely made any money, and he still ended up winning that lawsuit. That shit's crazy. But now that there's case law on that shit, and I've seen fucking that shit happen, I was like, wow, shock and awe when that happened. So anyway, that shit needs to stop right now. And I'm like, when this whole thing happened between me and the person in question, I never made a video about it because the one video that I did make in response to a music video, I made a music video as well. It pulled me out of the algorithm. If you go back in the history of my channel, I used to get like 1.5K. I think my highest video is like 50K views. But when I responded to a music video, it took me out of the algorithm. And ever since then, I've never pulled numbers like that before. So, because that wasn't my content, I'm not a reaction channel. I'm not part of Girl World. Like, people have accused me of soft doxing this person, which a soft dox is something that isn't really specific, but is kind of vague and specific, and I never did that. The only thing that I ever did with this person was used the information that that person published on their public YouTube channel. And by using the freaking power of deduction, I was able to make some fucking statements and watch for his fucking reaction. And people, so anyways, so I didn't soft dox anyone at all, point blank, period. Yeah. So I said I Googled somebody's name, which I did, looking for a Twitch channel. And it was because there was a clip that I was looking for that had been dirty deleted off of YouTube. But that's it. And when that person puts, it's already a public figure, right? And they'd put their first and last name as not only on their channel, but as a title of a video on their channel talking about their TV time that they'd had in the past. So anyways, and then I've been accused of relaying that information to people in Girl World. Who exactly the fuck do you think I'm going to relay that to? I'm not a Girl World creator. I don't have Girl World connections. The ops for that person tried to hit me up in my inbox, which I have freaking receipts for, trying to get the information from me, trying to butter me up, trying to think that, oh, if I give this fat girl a little love and attention, she'll freaking feed me info. And I told them to get fucked because I don't fucking like that shit. So yes, this person was later on contacted IRL after they were a horror cow and they did illegal things and put illegal things on their channel. And I'm not talking about public records, motherfucker. I'm talking about the sexual assault of a 4-year-old child that was put on the internet illegally by horror cows. And if you want to know how it made its way into Girl World, it came in through a horror cow named Negs, aka Negative Nation. It passed on to OWL, which stands for oil. Was it Oil Wife Life? Some shit like that. And then the people that it affected fucking started filing lawsuits and getting motherfuckers hit with misdemeanors. So the people that were directly involved, that were the parents of that child, reached out to that person's daddy wife, who is the breadwinner, And the only reason I say that is the breadwinner is because usually when you take your dick out, if you're the breadwinner, your other half, man, woman, husband, wife, is gonna motherfucking listen and disappear from the motherfucking internet. And guess what that person did? They dirty deleted almost 20 years of content and then pretended that shit never happened and stayed off the internet for fucking months. Months and months and months and months. And of course, when I was in the LCU, they followed me over there. I didn't follow them over there, even though they like to claim the opposite. But I do have screenshots of our dates that we joined Discord, and I joined way before. And I was accused of using people for clout, which is funny and ironic because in the end, that person ended up dressing up as me on numerous occasions to take up all my clout and all the freaking fandom that I had built over there. So most of my Ztards are fucking dead and gone because I don't stay active in that in the VCs, because I've never wanted to like make emotional connections with people in there and then get kicked out of the VC because I'm my own bitch. I'm going to make my own decisions. I'm going to play the game by my own rules. So, anyway, yeah, that never happened. If you guys would like to see, there's very few people that even know that that happened, but the people that did see that matchup really, really wanted a round two, like, and really wanted us to do a podcast together, because that person fucking runs their mouth and they make shit up and they fucking lie and they try to be all whatever. And I had that motherfucker shut the fuck up. So if you guys want to see who kind of summarized it the best, there's a guy, his YouTube name is Inferno with a 0 instead of an O, 999. And he did a series called Jackass Diaries. And I think it's episode number 5 where he talks about the situation that went down. He doesn't include everything, but basically that panel happened. And then instead of just letting it go, the other person made a music video the next day. So then I responded with a music video, and then they stayed up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, going around Girl World and paying people behind the scenes, which I have receipts for, to play his song that he made about me. And they were like, yeah, that song sucks. And they were just playing mine in the end anyway. So he got all pissed off, and then he got banned from, he had to take a 7-day ban for acting fucking stupid and angry, and because, you know, your girl pissed him off. But, and he don't know how to act when it comes to fucking his temper and women. So, and if you notice, the people who know what really went down take my side. Like Billy took my side because I think he took the time to watch the actual full video. And I won't post it, and I won't post any of that loser's fucking deleted content on my channel because I'm fucking not gonna waste my time. Y'all know, like, time is everything to me. And I'd rather spend my time doing the things that I like spending time with quality people doing quality things. So, it is what it is. All right, so we talked about fucking the doxing shit. It looks like whorebag over there. The pirate hooker. We'll move on to that. I logged into my Cash App. If you guys want to go ahead and send anything, just let me know. I don't want to show you guys my transactions, but I can show you that. Okay, it looks like I can show you guys this. Just so you guys know, there's my balance right now, $13.43. So if there's anything added on there, I will show y'all. That's my beginning balance. But like I said, we could do that shit another day. The pirate hooker. You know what? Let me move to the jacuzzi before we get into the pirate hooker stuff. I wonder if I should plug my vacuum back in. I'm pretty sure I'll be out here tomorrow. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and move over to the beer koozie real quick, and then I'll finish this discussion. What should I have y'all listen to? Let's listen to, since I was just talking about Billy, let me bring up his playlist. I'm pretty sure I have it on here. I... No, no, no. No, no, no. Okay, go away. Go away. I don't want that open. It's so funny how I fight with shit all the time. Oh my god, I'm the worst. Do you guys ever... Maybe it's just me. It's probably just me. When I get into a hurry, like when I'm fucking running late for a stream or whatever, I always fucking drop everything or like run into things and hurt myself. That's why I always try to be early for everything, because I'm a fucking klutz. Let's listen to any requests from Billy the Fridge that y'all want. What's something? Let's listen to... This is kind of a newer one that's funny.
This is gonna make you move just a little. It's that hot, hot groove that'll get you. Snap, crackle, pop, pop on the griddle. Oh yeah, it might tickle. It's that butt munching, luncheon, tongue punching function. I be huffing and puffing on 100 crusty muffins. It ain't nothing. A little something with that sauce. So what jelly never smell me? Tell me who's the boss? Hot cross on those buns like a little fruit. No man in a boat, give me a tug and a little toot. He has a little cute and a whole lot of nasty. Voice getting raspy, there's candy in the ass cheek. Call me Caesar, the way I toss a salad, then stab it from the back. Goddamn, I'm such a savage. I am not your average ass-eating bandit, planning on a clenched cuisine. Better bring a napkin. I am in the habit of munching on a crack slit, tongue punch your bum with my rim and magic, licking it fanatic. Barely hair by your pipe and open till I'm choking down this derriere.
It's ass eating season in here.
Gotta be a fan when you're chasing the rail. I don't gotta frown 'cause I'm going down there. Whatever it's on, you know I don't care. I'ma eat your ass up. Season in here. Gotta be a fan when you're chasing the rail. I don't gotta frown 'cause I'm going down there. Whatever it's on, you know I don't care. I'ma eat your ass up. My booty with a cutie. Eat the booty. Tell these Rudy Poo snooty fools, save it for Judge Judy. It's just juicy, busting out that peach emoji. This weekend only, monster Tonka truck feeding, homie. Feeling lonely, just bring me those cheeks. Your can should say Campbell's, it'll feed me for weeks. Sometimes it speaks like your Ace Ventura. So place it on my face, I think I taste Kahlua. It's ass a la carte with the side of your farts. Rusty trumpet when we're bumping uglies in the dark. Dumpster diving till I'm finding clips of fudge bullets. Fully colon, plug my nose up as I'm getting skull fucked. Yum yum, I can taste where your lunch is from. Mao and Brown, starfish sushi's where I want my tongue. You can come fine from huffing the butt brine, so I'm drinking diarrhea like it's mud wine. It's sassy season in here. Gotta be a fan when you're chasing the rail. I don't gotta frown 'cause I'm going down there. Whatever it's on, you know I don't care. I'ma eat your ass up. Season in here. Gotta be a fan when you're chasing the rail. I don't gotta frown 'cause I'm going down there. Whatever it's on, you know I don't care. I'ma eat your ass up.
Great. Here comes that coworker you hate. It's getting late, and they're always coming around talking about, why don't you join us at the happy hour? Oh, fuck no. Another invite to something I won't like. I act like I'm so psyched in the back of my own mind. I'm like, damn, psycho, you know they don't like you. You're a pro at acting like you might go, then don't show. That night would move so slow. You're tight with your new dough. They're gonna try to split the bill. It's silly how that goes. And really, I'm past all those nights that make the morning a hassle. Wake up to losing your lunch in the bathroom. Assholes who small talk, politics and sports teams. Smoke a bit, then try to get deep about your dreams. It's boring. Just like long lines of big crowds of music that's too loud and pooping when you're out of your house and they're out of TP with PP all over the damn seat. I'm over these damn things and dancing. I'm not into dancing. It might be romantic, but I'm a single man who can't keep a damn beat. I don't wanna go. I would rather stay in.
starting to leave. Some random bitch your party starts to tug on my sleeve. I don't need your life story, won't meet your wife, sorry. I'm just trying to go home, reach for the knife slowly. They're like, buddy, chill, maybe we should do some shots. I'm like, oh my god,
Turn this bitch on real quick.
See, I'm just gonna stay home, lay low, play cold. I won't pick up the dang phone. Who needs friends? If it's bad, I'll cut a hotline. Why pay for tapas? I got bagel bites and box wine. Yeah, I'm not fine, but that's fine. You make it worse. Who really thinks a night of drinks is gonna break the curse? So fuck off. I'm quick to anti-RSVP. I'm staying home tonight. I'm happy here. Let me be. I don't wanna go out. I would rather stay in. I don't got a thing to say now, and I hate faking it. I don't wanna be there. I don't wanna see them. I don't wanna pretend. In my head, I'm leaving. You know what? Fuck it. I said no. Y'all can just roll. I'm not gonna go. I'm not going, not going. At least not now. I'm not going, not going. Count me out. I'm not going, not going. Leave my couch. I'm not going.
All right, I gotta put some of this water out so I can put you guys over here. Oh yeah, this is what you need after a long day, motherfuckers. All right, let me adjust my tripod. Where do I want to be? Like right here. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's see. Is this still working? Test, 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 test. Okay, it's working. Oh, fucking shit. Let me grab my vape and my drink, bitch. My drink. I'm gonna put my vape in here. Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we may have a motherfucking problem. All right, let me see if I put it in my regular bag. Just a second. Just a second, guys. I'll be right Hello? Hello, hello. Might have to change mics. Hello? Oh, there we go. All right. Sorry, guys. During all the melee, this mic went off. So it might be dying, though. I'm not sure. I have to keep checking it. Part of my problem is that I don't fucking... By the time I unpack everything, it'll be dead, and I'll be like, fuck. I had to recharge everything. And then, I don't have time to charge shit between uses because I'm not really home that often. Okay, so let's get into what was I about to talk about? Was it the pirate hooker? Motherfucker. If it's not one thing dying, it's a motherfucking other. Ah! Can you tell me what the last thing was that you heard? Please. It should be working now. I checked it when I turned on that other mic. Let me check it again. One more again. One more again. Hello. Hello. Why is this not working? The light is on. Hello. Okay, there we go. There's just a lag. Why is this not working? Okay, this one says it has full battery. this one says. All right. Are you joking? Maybe people left because that one mic was working okay, but let me turn this one off so it'll charge faster. No, turn the fuck off. All right, I don't fucking know. Okay, sorry. I had misplaced my vape. I had to look for it. There was drama. There was issues. I'm going to have to fucking edit this live stream pretty much. So feel free to talk your shit in the fucking chat because it's going to disappear the second I edit it. Okay, so anyways, before I moved into the jacuzzi, I said that I was going to talk shit about the pirate hooker. So what had happened was, I mean, she was trying to get some clout off of talking shit about the Brantley and Sweet Tea situation. Oh, a little bunny. And, oh, I thought it had a suction cup on the bottom. Okay, so first, let me back up and tell you about the short. Okay, so she did a short about me like a month ago, and I didn't have time to watch it, but somebody had sent it to me, and I was like, whatever, I don't really give a fuck. One, I didn't realize it was a short. I thought it was a video or like a live stream. And then I looked at it and I saw it was a short. So I was like, oh, I can watch that shit. So I watched it, and it's basically an egg with a face painted on it. And that bitch like laughed and she was like, she gone. Because that's her like one fucking soundbite. That's all that she is. No talent, have an ass. She ain't funny. She's fucking dumb as fuck. And she fucking, with her fucking smoker's laugh. Ugh, I think that's so gross. I don't know how fucking people could stand that, especially like men. Like, how do you find that attractive? I fucking don't. And I'm attracted to women. Like, to me, that's an insta turn off. Fucking smoker's hack. Even when I was a motherfucking smoker, I was like, oh, hell no, we ain't fucking doing this smoker's hack shit. If I started coughing, I'd be like, girl, you need to cut back. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's wild. So she's laughing. She's like, she's gone. And then she has like a wooden spoon and she tries to break the egg version of me, and it takes her 3 tries, dude. The first time she hits it, it rolls out of the way. And then she hits it again. She still can't motherfucking crack it. And then finally the 3rd time she cracks it. But like barely, bitch. Barely cracks that shit. So it was late at night. For me, it was late. Like, it was like 9 o'clock. And so to me, that translates to like 12, right? 11, 12. And I had commented on there, you're such a weak ass bitch. You can't even break the egg version of me. You probably should have kept your motherfucking name out of your mouth. Because you've been warned, and you might want to keep your husband away from the internet for the next few days. So then, like that, like I barely had enough time to screenshot that shit. It was deleted. And I was in the bathroom when I was like watching it, and you know how shorts will like replay? Emlo walked by, well, our house isn't that big, but she walked by and she was like, is that fucking dumb old raggedy ass bitch talking about you? And I was like, yeah. And she's like she doesn't know how shit fucking works in the LCU, being fired. She was like, and she's been fired and quit and cried. Like, didn't you fucking make that bitch cry for like barely doing anything? I was like, I'm saying a word, preach it, bitch. So I went to hand her my phone and show her the comment, and she's like, it's deleted. I was like, oh my God, that's fucking great. So at Fat Camp 1, because I was sick and all that shit, like, I'm not even like the type of victim to be like, oh, I was sick, I can't participate. Y'all have to really believe me when I say I was miserable, in pain, and I have a really, really high pain tolerance. I've trained in martial arts my whole life, since I was 12, right? And we're talking like back in the day when men fought women and women fought men, and we sparred with each other. I mean, people still spar with each other, but like in tournaments, in like kumite and all that kind of shit, like fighting, full-on fighting, men and women. So from a really young age, my sensei was old school. Like, we got hit with things. We got hit with like bamboo sticks and other shit if we weren't like in the proper stance and stuff. So being raised like that and like conditioned like that, my body's conditioned and like my brain is conditioned to like tolerate a lot of pain. So like I would say like my pain level was at a 4, but I think a normal person's pain level, like a female's pain level, would have been like 9, 10, no doubt. Probably like the most stoic biker dude would probably be like a 7, 8. You know what I mean? So because when I actually ended up going to the emergency room, I had like 4 times the amount of fluid in me that makes people cry and pass out on the floor. So anyway, at Fat Camp 1, so because I was sick, my Emlo was walking Debo a lot. Debo he's 2 now, so he was like 1, so he's still a puppy. And she was walking him, and so she got to know like more people, and people, the groundskeeper, the house manager, like, you know, those people. And so I was only out and about on day 1, and then I pulled it together for the closing thing, like Glammy's wedding and stuff. And that was only because I had antibiotics and stuff on board. And I think like I felt like a little bit better, but I still wasn't completely myself. But in getting to know that guy, he's from, I mean, my network's big, but he's from Southern California, and I'm not going to dox him or whatever, but not the best area outside of LA. And I'm from not the best area, more towards like San Bernardino. And and he's Mexican, so of course, you know, we know some of the same motherfucking people. Like I said, when you're a good ass person and you're down for people and you're loyal as fuck, people tend to like recognize that. So of course we get to talking and we know some of the same people because, you know, almost everybody knows somebody who's a biker, and, you know, somebody knows somebody. And so he was like, man, I don't know about these motherfuckers in the main house, but y'all are cool as fuck. And so he was like, if y'all need anything, like, reach out. Here's my contact info, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, hit me up if you come to Cali again, da-da-da-da-da, blase, blase. So short story long, I may or may not have gotten some things from him. And also I do have things from Mike, but that Mike did give me permission to share because, you know, people be thinking I drop fucking DMs, but usually it's only if I was given permission. I try to ask for permission first, and then if I don't get permission, then I kind of do like ooh, is anything good gonna come out of this? Like, yeah, fucking whatever. But if you fucked me over, or if you've lied about me, or if you've leaked my DMs, hell yeah, I'm gonna fucking bring out the receipts just like any other bitch would, right? Like, you have to prove that someone's talking shit some way. So there is video out there of what the fuck happened, and I do have fucking point proof positive in fucking black and white on motherfucking video. Zita is the only thing that saved that marriage that night. Basically, the basics are. That's not verbatim. That's not exactly what is in there, but that's what is in there. And so you can't look at it like, oh, I'm ruining your marriage, bitch. Like, your actions from that night during that trip fucking will ruin your fucking marriage. So you probably should have fucking thought about that before, 1, you involved me in a motherfucking lie, and 2, you can't keep my motherfucking name out your mouth, right? So if you wouldn't have brought your fucking pussy out, we wouldn't have shit to fucking talk about, right? And then you fucking went around your mouth. There's certain bitches that don't give a fuck. I fucking live ready. I stay ready. And I know that you're known for going IRL. I don't give a fuck. If I don't give a fuck in real life, and I'll talk shit to people's faces, and I would say it to your face and everybody's fucking face, what makes you think that I'm going to be any different on the motherfucking internet? And just like, see, like, I'm a nobody, but I know that you have history before Girl World became fucking Girl World. I'm not dumb. I'm going to reach out to people before I go to Fat Camp and be like, hey, do you know this person? What are they about? And yeah, I meet people and I make my own judgments and my own opinions from our time together. But I always keep in the back of my head, like, I was warned about this, this, and this with that person, because I'd be dumb fucking not to, right? So I fucking know your whole story. I don't give a fuck. You want to send a pyro to my house to burn it down? Burn it down, bitch. Burn it down. I fucking dare you. I dare you. We could play. We could fight fire with fire. We could literally fight fire with fire, bitch. But usually people who talk shit don't do shit, and that's why I don't make threats, and I don't make promises, and I don't fucking give warnings, because just know when I say that I'm that bitch, I'm that bitch. I'm not scared. If there's people who just don't have a fear. Like, I'm that bitch that will take on 6 dudes because I've fought 3 dudes before at once, but usually my thought on it is this: by the time I eat the first person's face off, the rest fucking don't want none of it. Don't want none of it. They don't. And the 3 guy thing was fucking stupid, and it was bullshit. I don't like fighting because you might win the fight, but it starts a war, and the wars end up fucking being long and drawn out. And who really wins, right? But the 3 guy thing was actually kind of funny when it was all done and over with. Like, we were in the hood, and this is back like when that's where I lived. And 3 guys tried to fucking disrespect my ass over a parking spot during Christmas time. And I got out the car and I fucking jumped over the hood. And yeah, I was a little bit chubby. I wasn't fat like I am now. But by the time I whipped the first guy's ass, the other 2 got back in the car and picked their homie up and fucking left. So, believe it or don't, bitch. He did ask for it. He did motherfucking ask for it. Like, crazy. Don't fucking chest bump me, bitch. They were gangsters too. My BFF at the time was like in shock and all. She's like, damn, bitch. I was like, well, told you. So, anyway, after that, then fucking the pirate hooker was gonna use the whole Brantley and Sweet Tea information to get views and all this. And it's like, bitch, you've already been warned. Don't talk shit about fucking Brantley. Like, whether Brantley's my friend or not is irrelevant. I'm still a fucking friend of Brantley. We fucking hung out together. I know who she is. I know what she's about. And I know that she can't fucking do a lot of things because she is Keem's fiance and she's going to be Keem's fucking wife. So it is what it is. She don't win either way. You know what I'm saying? She don't. Even though Brantley could fucking drag the fuck out of some motherfuckers. Drag the fuck out of fucking not only women, not only men. Like, I kept telling Emlo, like, dude, doesn't she remind you of me when I was fucking in my 20s? And Emlo was like, yeah, dude, exactly. Like, exactly the same. Like, down to the farting on people and farting in front of people. And there was other shit that happened that night, including pissing and all this other stuff. So, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, yeah. What else were we going to talk about? I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, I wanted to do the stream and like show receipts and shit from my setup. I do have receipts and I do have the shit clipped, of course, of people saying this shit on streams. But I don't know that I will get to it because, like I said, I'm going to try and fit in a motorcycle trip. I'm going to just pack very little things, and I want to, like, the things that I love the most. One, I'm a water baby. Like I said, I love the water and I love the beach and all that kind of stuff. So my favorite thing to watch is like the electricity and the waves at the beach, like when you walk out on a pier or whatever. And then my second favorite thing is to watch, I'm pulling up the stream over here so I could watch chat better. Holding my phone is too much right now with holding this mic as well. So so my next favorite thing is lights reflecting off of water, like, you know, off the river or what have you. And after that would be like red rock, like red mountains and stuff. So I'm seeking the red dirt, the red rock. And I like nature shit. I like fishing and hunting and all that good stuff. So I'm going to seek out some red rock. I was going to go to Moab, Utah. I have never been there before. Oh, you love the beach too, Michelle? Yeah, it's fucking amazing. That's what I love about California, is that you can literally drive an hour and a half and either be on the beach and then drive an hour and a half and be in the desert, or drive an hour and a half and be in the snow of the mountains. And like there's small lakes, they're reservoirs, but like within pretty much 30 minutes there's Big Bear Lake, there's Lake Paris, there's what is that, Diamond Valley, there's Lake Elsinore. But the only thing that sucks about the lakes here is that you can't fucking let your dogs in the water because they are reservoirs. So that's why I was like, oh, we got to get us places in fucking Arizona. So I want to go find some red rock. So I have never been to, I've driven through Moab, Utah, but I've never been there like to the horseshoe like water thing. I don't know what it's called actually. The horseshoe. I don't know if it's a river, I think, but it's like where it makes a horseshoe and it's all like red canyons and shit. But the weather up there is still too cold. So I'm going to go in search of another place that has some water and some red rock. And I think I'm going to be gone at least a few days. I haven't done an overnight motorcycle ride since before the Rona. So I'm excited to do that. But the problem is that, as y'all know, I have Stagecoach the last weekend of April, and I need to get the rig ready for Stagecoach, and I also need to plan our outfits. And I think I might have to buy Emlo some stuff, because I know I need to buy Emlo some stuff because her jeans are like so huge on her now. And I hate shopping. I'm the most frugal bitch in the world. I'm more of like a buy person. I don't like to get in, buy some shit, and get out. You know what I mean? I'm not like, oh, let's peruse for hours. And Emlo is even worse than me. And she would just love it if I would go buy her clothes, but I can't fucking do that because I don't know her sizes anymore. And not only that, she's very particular in how shit fucking fits her. So I'm going to have to at least get her like new jeans, belt buckles, and shit kickers for sure. So you guys can help me plan our outfits too. I have two dresses that are basically the same. They're like ruffly. I'm gonna probably wear those. I have those puff dresses that kind of make me look a little pregnant, but whatever. But one of those is white. I don't know. It's gonna be in the desert, so I don't know about that. And I have, as far as boots go, I have my uncle's Harley boots that I love to wear because I love to walk in his boots now that him's not alive. And at least I got his boots. But I want to get probably like a more like country looking pair of boots that fit me well. So I'm going to either get like white ones or brown ones or something like that. So that's probably going to take up the whole week before Stagecoach. So that really only gives me like a week in there to fit this motorcycle ride in. So I don't want to go like too far, but I want to have fun. So I'm going to probably like stay. I don't think I'll stop at one place and then keep going and then stop at another place. I think I'm just going to go stop in one place and just stay there a couple nights and then just ride from there to go do the things that I want to do. I usually go and get like certain like souvenirs and try certain things that are in town or whatever. I'm going to stream a lot of it if I am near like the interstates or whatever, but I do like to take the roads less traveled. Oh, you used to live in Utah, Michelle? So I know for sure one of the desert roads does not have service, and I'm not going to take my Starlink because, one, I don't know how to. I'm sure you can power it through a motorcycle battery because it works on my boat battery, but I'm not going to risk my motorcycle battery on a long distance trip just to power my Starlink. I don't need fucking to be on the grid. So I'm going to do a mixture of streaming and pre-recorded content. So I will let you guys know when I'm leaving to look out for streams. And keep in mind, YouTube only gives you 3 notifications a day. So while I'm gone, it might be a good idea to check back. And those notifications include your community posts and all that kind of stuff. So keep in mind while I'm gone, it'd be a good idea and exciting to check in on my channel because especially streaming at night, it's crazy things happen because Motorcycles are conversation starters, so a lot of people come up to you, and because I'm from the hood, I'm sus of everybody. So it creates some crazy situations. um, you did? You're born and raised in Utah? Are you Mormon? I know that's a fucking stereotype, but I mean, come on. It's kind of like Cali being known for Valley girls that say like all the time. Like, oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. She looks like one of those rap guys' girlfriends. I mean, who understands those rap guys? I mean, her butt, it's just so big and it's just like round. It's like out there. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. When a girl walks in with a itty bitty bass and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. Well, I'm glad that we didn't do this game today because I'm realizing that a lot of these opened up. So I'm going to have to, like, tape them or something to keep the mystery to know who the winner is. So I will. Where's one? Let me see one. I think one's in here. These little duckies and stuff have different themes. Yes. You're a Mormon, but you're not practicing? Wow. What made you stop being a Mormon? Out of curiosity. I know they get a bad rap because of the people that have made it cultish and done some pretty sketchy shit with younger ladies. But I mean, yeah, it's not cool, but that shit's been legal and normal in other countries for Lord knows how long. Remember back in the day, I don't know if y'all remember, but people in Mexico used to get married at like 14. The women were married at 14. Like, what? Somebody should actually Google that and see what the legal age is to get married now in Mexico to see if it even changed. Here I am talking shit, talking about the old days, and it's probably still the same. I just don't know. Jack Mormon. Michelle says, I'm not practicing. They called Jack Mormon. I never even seen any of that. I just don't go to church. Okay. Hi, Shauna. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. The way I feel about it is this. Like, I don't care. I don't judge people, like, for their beliefs or whatever. Like, I'm the most, like, chill person. I fucking appreciate the differences in fucking everybody. That's why I've never met a stranger, you know? And I think it's important to believe in a God, whatever God it is for you. Because I've just noticed in my personal, like, lived experience that people who don't believe in a God or believe in God, they tend to have a high depression rate and they go into deep depressions. And it's like, yeah, it's because they don't believe in anything. They don't have faith in anything, you know? So, but that's the only opinion that I have. And it's not even really a strong one. That's just my personal experience. But, you know, I have plenty of people that I know that don't believe. And we get along just fine. Just fine. There was a time where, and you know, people become non-believers for like trauma and shit that they've gone through. Like, say they believe in God or whatever, and then they lose someone that they love, and they're like, oh my God, that was such a good person, and they were so young, and it's so tragic, and why did this happen? And then they get angry, which is a step of death. It's a stage of grieving, you know, is anger. And so they take it out on who they thought was God, and they're like, nope, I don't believe anymore, you know? And then come to find out something else will happen that will make them a believer again, you know? They'll turn to God for a reason, and then it'll work out in their favor, and then they'll be like, okay, I believe now, you know? I'm really like the type of Christian that's like, I live by the rule. I don't fucking judge people. I don't. And to me, that's, and I truly treat everybody like God's child, like my brother and my sister. Now, I do talk shit on the internet. If you talk shit to me, I'll get mean back or whatever. I have no problem. You go low, I'll go lower. I don't give a fuck. But it doesn't make me a bad person. I balance out, what I always say is I balance out the fuck shit I do on the internet with good shit I do in real life. But the fucked up part about it is some people on the internet don't get to see the good part of me, especially in the LCU. When Keem is fucking with me constantly, trying to fucking piss me off because certain people have gotten into his head to be like, oh, she's gonna do this and she's gonna do that and she's this and she's that. You know what I'm saying? I'm also the type of bitch that I don't like, I'm not gonna beg you to believe me or to see who I am. You know what I mean? I'm like, you either do or you don't. First thing people say to me is, I believe in multiple wives. Girl, I tell you what, if there was another girl that wanted to move in here and be the third wife, and she didn't need any, like, sexual favors, and she was like, I'll be your sister wife, and I'll cook and clean, and you and Amlo could share me. I mean, I don't mind having another domesticated wife. Do they make those? Fuck. I need one of those. Hot water feels good on my face. I need a facial. Dude, tell me why. Like, half of these freckles are not freckles. They're motherfucking tiny blackheads, dude. And I have a little skincare routine, and I was doing really good with it. That's my problem, is I just don't stick to it, and I do too much outdoor shit and sweat too much to stick to it, and I'm fucking constantly camping or whatever. But I used Medicube. I saw all these fucking influencers talking about Medicube, and you know how it is. They're like, oh, it's just a brand deal. It's just a this. It's just a that. But I'm frugal as fuck. So I was like, oh, let me buy this shit. It's actually reasonably priced. So I bought their cleanser, and I bought like two or three different types of masks. And that shit fucking works. Even like my oldest son, I gotta tell you, I gotta play a song too for him. That he put me on to yesterday. He was like, fuck, Mom, your skin looks really fucking good. Why are you looking so young? And I was like, oh shit. And then like other people were like, oh my God, your skin's looking really good. So I was like, oh, okay, this shit works. I need to send it to my cousin. She's talking about going and getting like cosmetic things done. Not like huge cosmetic things, but just like other stuff. And I really think this little routine that I had going on, she should try that shit before getting other stuff. But that's just my opinion. She's beautiful as she is. My mic is staticky all of a sudden. Did I get water in it? Hello. Is that better? Is it better? Is it better for the channel? I think I got water in it. There was a drop of water on it. Oh my God. Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? Static check. 1, 2. 1, 2. Static. Let me see what it sounds like. It's not coming through here. Still staticky. Ain't that about a bitch? Alright, I'm gonna get rid of these mics. I'm just gonna stay close to you guys. Alright. Can you hear me now? Can you motherfuckers hear me now? Look it. Okay, let me show you. This is what always fucking happens to me. So you put this shit in like your phone, your camera, or whatever when you're sliding it into the device. And then what happens is this part slides out the wrong... the wrong way. And I just dropped out of my jacuzzi. This part slides out the wrong way. It has a little, what are those, like contacts? I hope there's not a microchip in here, and I hope I didn't just fry it because it fell in my jacuzzi. This is exactly why I vlog though, because yo bitch is fucking clumsy as fuck. So when a bitch is eBaying for donations, electronics are expensive, bitch. I'm gonna just let that dry out before I put it on the charger. So let me turn all this off right quick, just in case it falls in, it won't fry. All right, that's off. I'm also trying to, I need to get Devo certified as my service dog before Stagecoach. It's kind of illegal for them to ask you for the paperwork, so that's why I've never been one to do it. So I tried to take him to the place that's closest to me right now in California, and she's like, yeah, she tells me all the information, the lady, and then she goes, hold on, let me turn this heater off. It's getting a little too hot. And then, so she's like, okay, you have to pay this much for the application fee, and then you will come to our thing with your dog. We'll meet you guys, we'll evaluate you guys, and then you pay another $100 for that process, and then you'll start the training, and then by the end of it, he has to be neutered. What, bitch? You want me to cut my dog's balls off? Why? Why, bitch? Why I gotta do that to him? That's fucked up. And so I looked it up, and I guess it's kind of like industry standard to do that so they don't get distracted. But, and it says like some places will forego it if it's for breeding reasons. And TBH, we have thought about like letting him have a litter with the mate that we get, just because a lot of our friends and a lot of people too, anywhere I take them, the park, everywhere, they're just like, wow, I can't believe you have a Cane Corso that is a male, that is unneutered, that has the temperament that he does, because he's really super friendly with other dogs and people, and he's just super well behaved, even in public. Like if I'm shopping, he'll just lay on the floor by my feet, you know, he does what he's supposed to do. And I had him trained really well, you know, from when he was working and from when he was playing. And then I ended up being in the hospital for a long time. And having my Foley catheter, I couldn't be as active with him as I wanted to. And I was in a lot of fucking pain. So it kind of like made a lapse in his training, but I mean, he's still well trained. He just doesn't, I haven't cued him back into working and not working. I just kind of have let him do his own thing as a regular dog. But he's technically my service dog. He is trained to like retrieve, like if I pass out or whatever, he's trained to go get somebody. He's trained to get me water. He's trained to get, he's not trained to get my medicines because I was a little bit worried because he's a little bit too young for it. And I didn't know, like I was a little leery of him like biting through the thing I keep my meds in. So yeah, I don't know. So I might just either travel to somewhere that doesn't require that, or I don't know. So I know there's a girl here local that used to do it. I used to know her from the Harley dealership, but I gotta pump some cool water in here. This shit's too hot. Hot. The girl got to talking. And not only that, the fucking heater didn't turn off. Bitch. These like phone control things are cool, but sometimes they don't motherfucking work. Okay, G. I'm gonna lose all my eggs. All my eggs. When this shit starts flowing over. a little bridge. But these are cool. They have little holes in them. These ended up being perfect on accident. This one doesn't have anything in it. This one has something in it. I had to find out where the 3 birdies came from. Oh my God, can I pet that dog? So yeah, it's gonna be my first vacation without my Debo, because we are like this. Even when I was in the hospital, they have this thing, it's for like rich and famous people, and I could have gotten a bed in there, and Emma was like, I don't fucking trust that. I don't trust that department. You're too sick. Like, it's not worth it for you to risk your health to bring in Debo. But one of the times I was hospitalized, before fat camp, which was probably for the same reason. It was when I went to go get him from the breeder. The theory is that my tumor had started growing, and it caused, I forget what it's called, but it's some sort of like retention in your kidneys that's really dangerous. And I thought I just got it from like not pulling over enough to use the restroom. On our trip, because he was supposed to fly to me, but he was too fat to fly. And so I had to drive halfway across the country. We ended up meeting in New Mexico. I got him back east. So I had already bought his plane ticket with his trainer, his breeder, and then he exceeded the weight limit. So I was like, motherfucker. So I wonder if those, I don't think they expire. I should probably check on that. But I think they still have free flight miles for that. I don't like flying. I've only flown, like, once you've flown in a private jet or like aircraft, I used to work in life flight, you realize how easy it is to just fucking walk on the tarmac and get into an aircraft. You don't gotta go through TSA or any of that shit. So from that point on, once you go through that, and every time I fucking have dealt with TSA after that, I just try to make it as easy as possible. Fucking just take a backpack, tuck it into the seat, pull my shit out, but it's still a pain in the motherfucking ass. So I'm like, this is fucking retarded. So, and not only that, I like to take a fume. And back in the day, you couldn't do that, but now you can. You can just do it before your flight and all that. But who's organized like that? Not me. I'm that bitch that does the, oh, I was supposed to do that yesterday. Or, oh, I was supposed to do that last week. I make lists, and then I decide, fuck that list. Because I'd rather have fun than adult. I'm the worst adult, I think. I'm a woman child. That's partially which makes me so fucking magnetic in real life. Because people are like, damn, this bitch fucking happy and fucks off and don't give a fuck what other people think. Was it Peter Pan syndrome, probably? Probably what I have, or I'm just silly. I'm just a silly butt. Okay. Right, this is a small one, so only small characters go in this one. This is the only one that I have that's for the larger one. So the rest of these eggs for these chicks either fell in the pool, because there's 2 in the pool now, or are on the stairs. My dog's getting his cut off in May. Oh, poor guy. Well, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like, I get it for doing it for like reasons to prevent cancer and keep them from freaking mating if you don't want them to chill them the fuck out, because you know they do be acting crazy, just like humans, just like human males. They be wanting to fuck anything that moves. Emma was like, you should just tell that trainer that's close to us that we she's fucking funny, that we have him neutered, and we took him to Mexico and we got those implants where they put in like the silicone balls for your dog. I was like, I'm pretty sure they have a way of testing that. Like, what if they squeeze his balls and he yelps? what am I supposed to do then, bitch? Which I don't think he would, because when I was training him, like for his bite training and his guardian training, that's part of it, is desensitizing their balls. So he would be on the bite sleeve, and I would like hit his balls, kick his balls, like, I mean, not full on kick his balls, but because he's so long, I'd have to use my foot. You know, get what I'm saying? Because he's here and that kind of stuff. And it doesn't hurt them. They just get used to like the desensitization. Desensitization? Is that a word? If not, I just made it one, bitch. Desensitization. What's the word? I'm not a fucking English major. Somebody fucking ask Siri or Google that. Oh. So, but I'm like, I don't want to lie, boobs. She's like, I don't give a fuck. She needs that, sir. I'm like, yeah, I know. So I don't know. I'm kind of tossing it over whether we're just gonna go ahead and get him fixed, or like, the only thing that makes me feel bad about it is because his temperament is so good. And when you own a bully breed or like a intimidating dog, and you really want to pass on those good genes, you know. And this breed is difficult to have and own. I've grown up around pit bulls my whole life, training them like from the time I can remember. My first pit bull was, his name was Toby, and I think I was like 5 years old when somebody brought him to us. Of course, he was like a rescue mutt, you know, like how they did like back in the 80s. I found this dog, so it's yours now. So, but my uncle on my stepdad's side used to have like a pit bull farm, and I was too young to know what the fuck it was about, but I remember going there and seeing all the dogs, and but now I think back and I'm like, I wonder if he was fighting those motherfuckers. But he was a nice guy. He was part of like the nice side of my stepdad's family. My stepdad was a kank, but a lot of his family was super dope. Super dope, super dope. Okay, what shall we set this heater at to not freaking make it boil a bitch? I usually like it at like 98 max. But it says it's 95 right now, and I feel like that's not warm enough. So we're gonna do 97 and go from there. Let me make sure it's on. Okay, it's on. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys back-ola chola back here. I think Emma will be home soon. I don't know if dinner's pre-made or not. Oh my gosh, I'm so upset. Okay, I track everything I eat on this app called Cal AI. And yesterday, I went to this produce place. I actually went the day before. Couldn't get what I wanted, so I went back. I went yesterday, and you guys, I buy like mostly organic shit for like health reasons. I have like medical issues like with my thyroid and my hormones and all that other shit. And I have a couple diseases where like you have to be really careful as to like what you eat. And even though like my form of cancer is rare, and they say that they don't know what causes it, because like I even asked the doctor, I'm like, do I have to fucking stop vaping now, or how does this work? And she was like, no, it has nothing to do with smoking, it has nothing to do with anything. We haven't figured out what causes this cancer. And so anyways, short story long per usual. I go off into the woods sometimes. You guys just got to deal with it. I feel like I need to tell you the whole story. So I always get like organic shit, but again, I'm frugal. So we happen to be blessed enough that the Walmart near us has like a pretty good selection of organic stuff. Not only that, they deliver, bitch. I have not stepped foot in a Walmart since COVID, with the exception of buying things for camping trips and having to go in and pick it up because we were in the rig. Don't trip. I have before curbsided something and waited for them to pull out, and then pulled up to the front and pulled over and had Emlo stand in the doorway and get the groceries from them. I've done that. Or I've had her stand in a spot for pickup, and then when they come out, be like, it's over here. Does that make me a diva? Yes. Do I do it often? No. Okay, so anyways, there's this produce stand that I've wanted to go to forever, and I just never had the time. Well, I heard that they have fucking amazing strawberries. Strawberries is Marina's shit. It's her shit. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. I'm watching you guys right here just so you know I can follow chat better. So I was just gonna get like one little basket of strawberries, and then Emlo, the first day I came home and didn't like stand in line because they were out of strawberries. They were getting like restocked in like an hour, but it's literally picked like from the freaking ground and then put in baskets and sold like that. That's how fresh it is. So when I was there, I think it was like 11 in the morning, and they're like, yeah, come back after 1. And I was like, oh, hell no. And that line was already long, and I was like, it's just gonna be a long line again. So I'm gonna hit them up early in the morning. So I went yesterday. These fucking strawberries, like I brought them home, I like cleaned them and cut them and stuff, and I took them to Emlo while she was at work. Tell me why she blew me up in text like, oh my God, I cannot believe that you can smell these strawberries. I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, you cannot smell the type that they sell at the stores. She's like, I have not smelled a strawberry in like 20 years. I was like, damn, I never even noticed that. So last night she made a salad with the shit that I bought. I just had like lettuce and tomatoes and cucumber, and I think that was it. It was so fucking good. Like the cucumber didn't just taste like water like normally it does. You could actually taste the cucumber and the tomatoes. And I was like, why is this taking me back to Graham's garden? My grandmother on my stepmother's side had a garden at one of her houses, and we're talking like before she died, she got rid of that house. It was like one that she was this is the grandma that was married 13 times at least. Like the family would sit around at Christmas after she would go to bed, and we would try to count her last names to figure out how many fucking husbands she had. And I know we've gotten as far as 13 confirmed. Mind you, she was illiterate, and so she was a waitress her whole life at like truck stops. And when she passed away, she had a portfolio of, she would have had 3 more houses, but she had at least 6 properties. Bitch. And she hadn't been married. She finally quit getting married probably like 15 years before she passed away. So she did well for herself. She She married up, bitch. She might not have married up that high, but she married up so many times. She was able to get a fucking nice portfolio from it. I'm like, ain't that a shame? Some bitches have no shame, but whatever. I don't even remember if she was a good wife or not, so I can't even be judging that bitch. But I don't judge fucking strangers, but I can judge people that I know well enough in real life. But so yeah, I was like, damn, I never fucking noticed. So I think I will be making that a thing to do. I mean, yeah, Walmart is convenient when shit's crazy. They deliver to the groceries, but it's worth making the drive out to that produce stand. I'll tell you what, You know, it's so funny because I love avocados, and Southern California used to have like the largest avocado freaking trees. I think, I can't remember the name of that place now. It's towards San Diego. But I think there's even like a valley that is named after the fucking avocados where the avocado trees used to be. And the last time I went to San Diego, I was like, wow, this is like half the size of what it used to be. And all the orange trees are gone. The orange trees used to be like, there's a place called Redlands, California. All of Redlands was like nothing but orange groves. And you would just like drive through there and just smell fresh oranges. So much so that Disney's California Adventure used to have that soaring over California ride, you know, and it would do like the scents. So it was kind of like an AI coaster, you know. It was all like audio visual, and it used to show like it used to put you like flying over Redlands, and then it would release the scent of oranges. Now, nothing, nada, zip, zero, motherfucking zilch. I'm like, that's so sad. That's so sad. Now it's all warehouses and Amazons and all kinds of shit. It's like people are more worried about their same day delivery than they are fucking getting their necessities. Like getting what's natural, getting what's from God. Speaking of getting what's from God, did y'all notice? I think I brought it up when I was at the river, but I've been kind of following along with that Candace Owens, the bride of Charlie. I almost said Chucky. It's a play on word for the bride of Chucky. Have y'all been watching that? I haven't, like, it's just something that I've been putting on before I went to bed. So I only kind of like half listened to it, but that shit's crazy. Like her going over, like not being able to like tie the ammo to the bullet to the gun and this and that and da 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 da, and just this, I don't know, it's nuts. Like being okay, so I have like a hunting experience, but I've never taken a buck or doe. So I've gone out like using fumes. I know like how to sight things in. My friend's been on the channel. His name's Ron. He's dope as fuck. He's like my family. Most of my friends are like my family because that's just how I roll. But like, and so we've gone scouting together, and we actually went hunting for bear and like a few times or whatever. And then Emlo and I went by ourselves a few times. So, but we've never bagged an animal, and that's kind of what I want to do the most. But like I told y'all, a bitch cannot go without like vaping, and that's the one thing that's gonna get you from getting an animal is scent. So anyway, it's something that I care deeply about, that I find fun, and that I think like I'm a survivalist, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm into like trapping bunnies, I'm into fishing, I'm into like grass-fed beef, like that kind of shit. And I would love to fucking get a buck and like pack it out and do all those things. But, and so I kind of follow what's going on, and like Hebelita are like wild pigs that are like invasive, so the government will like have you shoot them, and there's no limit on them and all this other shit. And if there's a bunch in one area, they'll ask hunters to go out there and all this other shit. But recently what the government's been doing is one, well, let's stick with what pertains to fucking hunting, is they're fucking releasing fox. They're trying to rebuild the fox fucking invasion, because that's what it is. Fox are fucking invasive species, and they fucking kill everything. And if that happens, they're gonna kill larger animals. They kill doe, they kill buck, they kill like all kinds of fucking shit that hunters need to continue their skill to provide for their families. Like, hunters don't waste anything. A lot of them, well, at least the ones that like I talk to or that I know, are very, very into making sure that every last part of that kill gets used, right? Even like my friends will bring, Debo eats raw, so he shares our cows. When we get half a cow, he eats like a lot of steak and ground beef, and he eats game hens and turkey legs and that kind of stuff. And organ meat's really good for them, so he eats like beef heart, beef tongue, beef liver. And so when my friends go hunting, they'll bring the elk heart, whatever, or doe, whatever they ended up getting. They'll bring the organs for him to eat if they don't eat them themselves. So anyways, I think that's fucking crazy, because my opinion, my conspiracy allegedly, is that the government is making people more dependent on fucking what they're doing, which is fucking super scary, because there already isn't a like plethora of food here anymore. You know, all of the farmland's been bought and sold to China under shell companies and shit. If you guys are interested in like kind of conspiracy theories and all these other things that Peppers are into, I don't think that they're really conspiracy theories, because there's a lot of conspiracy theories that 10 years ago were conspiracy theories and they turned out to be true. Everybody was like, oh, fake news, this person's crazy, which usually they try to do to discredit facts until the shit freaking is in black and white and they have no choice but to admit, oh, fucking, you weren't crazy. Okay, don't ever. But anyways, so I thought that was fucking crazy. But what the hell was I gonna talk about too with the, I should have told you guys to remind me. I was gonna talk about another thing that had to do with hunting and all that kind of shit. Oh, so yeah, the bride of Charlie is nuts. I don't have like an ammo here. I could have ammo get one or whatever, but the round of a 30-06, and I remember Wing saying this too, and even Emlo and I were like, dude, there's no fucking way that that wasn't through and through. Like, I used to work in healthcare. I used to be in a profession that every code blue, every death I had to go to. I've been to a lot of GSWs, a lot of, that stands for like pum shot wounds. And there's a lot. The thing with small caliber guns, like say a 22, they're only lethal when they bounce around off of your bones and hit vital organs, right? Or vital vessels. It's very rare to get a through, well, it's not very rare, it's kind of rare to get a through and through on a 22, but to not get a through and through on a fucking 30-06, we're talking about, this fucking bullet is like this long, guys. Well, not as wide as my face, but that's camera perception. It's fucking long. And the base of that is all gunpowder, which is the power basically of the fucking bullet. That we're like, dude, there's no way that's not a through and through. But some of the shit that's been put out, I saw a little clip of JRE, Joe Rogan, and what's his name, that comedian that has fucking ADD like me, as bad as I do probably. I forgot his name, but he does This Past Weekend podcast, funny as fuck. He brought to Joe Rogan's attention that supposedly there's a theory, a conspiracy allegedly, that the microphone, the lapel mic that Charlie was wearing was made to explode, was made like an additional explosive was planted in that microphone by a certain company that turned out to be destroyed. And like 8 people, 10 people or something were killed during the process. But I don't know, Candace is talking about like that being like a state murder, and she fucking goes in on Charlie's wife, and I don't know, that shit's nuts. And you believe it. Well, I believe it anyways, because her, like, she doesn't, her body language is just crazy, and it's hard to connect with her emotionally because she'll be saying she's one thing and her fucking physical appearance is another. It's so nuts. And yeah, everybody grieves differently, but it's just nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts. So if you have not seen it, bitch, check it the fuck out. If you, I mean, I'm not telling you to believe everything. I'm just saying it's good to see somebody with a different perspective that is willing to look like the crazy person and go through this shit with a fine-tooth comb and find all these fucking weird things that make you go, That's all I'm saying. Be a free thinker. Be informed. Don't spend all your time on trashy internet stuff. Actually, look at some things. So what else? I don't have anything else to ramble about. I think Emila's probably home. I don't know why she's not out here. Let me check my cameras. I gotta turn on my thing too. 1 second. 1 second. Oh, I haven't signed into my cameras on this phone since I replaced my phones. Ain't that about a bitch? And I'm filming on the other one. I could check on this one. Oh, let me turn on my thing. Since I have this in here. Oh, I left the light on in my studio. Okay. 2 segundos real quick while I check my cameras. Where are you? Where are you at? You're not even on here? Are you joking me right now? Let me search. Let's see, let's see. So yeah, for May we have I have a boat trip planned at the end of the month, but I might go to the river before then too, maybe like the beginning of May. Debo is a, what is it, Star Wars dog. His birthday is May 4th. So celebrating Devo's birthday with some nice alcoholic beverages sounds like a good time. And you know, I'm not a regular drinker, but there's always an exception when you at the motherfucking river. Everybody gets litty lit at the river. If you're gonna get litty lit, you might as well do it at the river. So of course, this thing's making me put in my fucking password because it won't read my fingerprint. It's all pruny. So, come on, read it. Read it, whore. Read it. I put in my fucking password. Why is it not working? My password again? Okay, okay. Continue, whore. Continue. Allow. Okay, Emlo is home. All right, girl. What you doing? Taking your post-work dump? You guys want to hear a funny story? A lot of people. I should ask her if she wants me to tell the story. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up. Let me shut up. So, yeah. Our boat is in the shop until the end of May, so I text my bestie. Our next river trip She has a river house closer to the lake that we like. But that lake, the only thing that sucks about that lake is that it gets windy, like randomly, and it'll get real windy. So it sucks when you plan a trip there and then it ends up getting windy. But there's an app I use to trip plan our shit. So it's kind of like you just gotta wait till it's close enough to be kind of accurate. The worst thing that happens is you get out on your fucking boat and you're like, well, we're either camping on the motherfucking beach in the cove or we're gonna head back to the marina. But there was like some crazy monsoons, not this year, but the year before, to where it fucked up the docks and fucked up like really expensive boats. And I was like, yeah, don't want any part of that. So in May is monsoon season over there. So it just depends on the weather. Weather will sneak away at the beginning of May too. And then do like a trip at the end of May to end of June or something. So that's that. Let me text Emma and see what she's doing. See if she's coming out here or Nizzle. If Nizzle, I could go into my studio and get some background work done. I like it when she comes out here because she gives me her takes on like whatever I'm saying. But this is kind of like our time together because when she works, she's gone she leaves an hour before I get up. Well, sometimes I get up like right after she leaves. She gets up like at the ass crack of dawn. So most days I don't see her. I just wake up to my little cup of coffee beside my bed. And because she loves me and she does the little things. That's how you know you're with the right person. When you don't have to ask them to do the things that you love, that's the right person. Oh, see, I said, you coming out here? She said, sure, need anything? Let me see. I got battery on this, check. I got water, check. I got something flavor. Nope. I'm good. Just bring my Sepsi Butch cabana. Yeah. And her booty out here. Please and thanks. All right. Where did that come from? Happened. How come I didn't see that comment? He's so wild and so big. I know he's a puppy, but damn. Yeah. The thing with dogs, and especially like bully breeds, well, these, okay, Connie Corsas that are fucking hard to train. I started talking about that. I never really fucking finished. Training pit bulls, when they're 8 weeks, you could like start training them. Well, even before then, they'll like sit, lay down, come, like do tricks, all that kind of stuff. And they have that need to please you. And that pretty much stays in line with training their whole lives, right? You can take away treat training like really early, say like 10 weeks, and then they'll just do it for love and affection and all that good stuff. When people say, do not get a Cane Corso if you are not experienced in bully breeds and training bully breeds and living with bully breeds, take it fucking serious. Like, I was like, whatever. And even when we were in between our two girls dying, our last pit bulls dying, and before we got Debo, I'd already had him picked and I was already planning to go pick him up when he was 8 weeks. We had the toy hauler here and we were getting the sleep number bed delivered for the toy hauler, and they were bringing it back here, which they won't do. If you guys order a sleep number bed, yes, they're thousands of dollars, but if you ask them to install it in your trailer, or whatever, they will not. You have to do that shit yourself. However, I am a fat tipper. And I was like, everything has a price. So anyways, they at least brought it into the toy hauler, but they didn't install it. I had to install it myself. There's a stream on my video of me actually breaking the bed to do it. But anyway, they'd seen the crates, like large crates outside, because I was getting them out from the garage and cleaning them and all that stuff, getting them ready to crate train him. And so they asked, like, do you breed dogs or whatever? I was like, nah, our dogs just passed away. And he was like, oh, what were they? And I was like, pit bulls. And he was like, oh. And we're about to get our new puppy. I want to say like 2 years had passed since our girls had passed away, and we said like we weren't ready. Our herds weren't ready. We were gonna wait like probably 3 to 4 years. But we ended up stumbling across Devo's breeder, which it was his first litter, and he's a UFC fighter. He actually trained my friend's cousin who was on, what is that fucking show, the UFC Ultimate Fighter? And he was a UFC fighter for a while. He's retiring though. He's about to, I think his last fight's coming up. I forgot. But anyways, so she was like, I just found your guys' next dog. And Emma was like, you know, the boss makes all the decisions. Give me the information, whatever. So she sent me the information. I got a hold of the breeder and I was like, can you send me videos of the litter doing this, this, and this, and this? Because I wanted to see which one was aggressive, which ones, like how they interacted with other dogs, toys, and this and that, blah, blah, blah. So I knew I wanted, because your girl likes a challenge, and I don't do anything small. I wanted a dominant, like protective dog that was going to serve his purpose. Hopefully, like, I knew he'd be probably show quality by the way his structure was, but it's hard to tell at that age. But his grandma was like an AKC Grand Champion, which is rare for Connie Corsos. So he came from breeding lines. So that was good. So there's 2 dogs that were dominant, him and one of his brothers. And so I picked him. And so I started right away with training him and all this good stuff. But this breed, they will try and challenge the pack order every time they grow like this much. And you have to take it back to square one. You have to take it back to like, nope, I eat before you. Nope, I come in the door before you. Nope, I do this before you. Because they'll try and challenge you. They will not listen to you. And I even will get on Emlo sometimes because I'm like, don't tell him twice. You tell him once and he does it. You know, but him's a good boy. So I think he probably stopped challenging. God, how long ago would you say that? Welcome, Emlo, by the way. She just joined me in the soup.
This feels nice. Feels amazing.
Right? After a whole day of work.
Yeah.
What would you say? How long ago would you say? Because I'm bad with timelines, that he stopped challenging us. Probably like 9 months ago?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And he's what, 2.5 now?
Yeah.
We're in April, May? Oh no, he's almost 3. So yeah, so it probably took him 2.5 years to stop challenging us. And then that puppy thing that you're talking about, Michelle, you cannot, like, no matter how well trained or how disciplined it is, like, you have to let them be a puppy because that's just their instinct, you know? And it's part of life. You're never going to be able to train that out of them. You just got to be patient and just wait until they hit their at least teenagers. And the teenagers is different for every breed, right? Like, he's acting like a teenager now because his lifespan's a lot shorter, but it's not too bad. Welcome home, Bubbles. I love you. How was your day? It was
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about it soon. So, anyways, do you have anything to add to the people?
What are you talking about? The doggy?
Um,
Dogs are amazing.
Yeah.
They're angels from heaven. And our dog, Deebs, is the best dog that we've ever had, that I've ever had in my entire life.
he's the most human-like I've ever had. And it's true what they say about this breed. They have their own, like, personality and, like, facial expressions. Like, they will legit give you the side eye. And it's also, Emma was saying, I'm like, dude, I don't get how he's so much like a human. And she was like, hello, it's one of the oldest breeds of dogs. Like, they were around during the Romans time. So I'm sure they evolved with us, you know? So, oh, speaking of this motherfucker, he took a big old shaduki in my living room yesterday. Can we talk about that?
Poor baby.
I had to shampoo my carpet. Does it smell better in there?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay, so of course he was potty trained, but sometimes he gets the shits. He gets mud butt like everybody else, you know? So he's had mud butt twice, and he's accidentally done number 2 in our house. But usually once was by the back door and once was by the front door, which was like tile, you know, so that's easy to clean. And the first time, I think I was just dead asleep. And then the second time, he tried to wake me up, but I didn't get up. Because he does this thing where he'll paw at you. He'll come to your arm and nudge you with his nose, or he'll take his paw and he'll like put it on the bed to wake you up. But he knows how to talk. You know how people treat their dogs? They train their dogs to talk with those buttons. He does that too, but I was like, we travel a lot, so I'm not gonna do the button thing. I just need to know basic yes or no answers. So how I trained him is for a yes is sit, and for a no, he just looks away and ignores me. So if I ask him a question and I go like this, he'll answer me. So and he goes in the bathroom with me, like if I go to the bathroom sometimes. So I got up early in the morning to go to the bathroom, and I was peeing, and he goes in the bathroom, and normally he'll come up and just like stand long ways in front of my legs, and I'll give him his morning loves or whatever. And he came in, and I did that. I just pet him once, and then all of a sudden he sat down real quick, and I was like, ooh, do you have to pop? And I was asleep, so I didn't like make it a real question, and I was like, whatever. And I kind of stumbled back to bed, and I wasn't gonna go back to sleep, but I hadn't had my coffee yet. So I was like, if he really has to go, he'll come paw me in bed or whatever. And he didn't. He just walked from the bathroom to what I thought was gonna be him laying back on the tile in the hallway while I sleep. No, bitch. So I am drinking coffee, watching a morning podcast, and then I turn off the TV in my room. I make my way out to the living room, and I'm like, oh, it smells. And I was like, hey, dude, are these protein farts that are going on? What the fuck's up with that? And because he eats raw, he eats like broccoli and cauliflower and all that. So when I say protein farts, they're motherfucking protein farts. So I go through my house, nothing. I don't find no poop. So I'm like, okay, we're Gucci. I leave to go to the produce stand. I come back, and my son is with me, who played this song for me. Don't let me forget, I have to fucking play this song for you guys. And I'm probably gonna play it at the end so I can just cut it out because it's copyright. So I come home, and my son comes in with me, and I'm like, I think this fucker shit somewhere. I swear, maybe it's just stale farts, and I didn't have any windows open or anything. So I open the sliding glass door, I take out the trash, because sometimes that could get funky in the summer, but I'm like, it's not even that hot, because he eats raw, so there's a lot of blood and stuff. So I take his dog dish that has a little bit of broccoli in it left over from the night before. I'm like, maybe it's the broccoli farts. I put soap in it, and I put it in the sink, and so it could soak. And then my son and I go and take Marina her strawberries at work and all that kind of shit and all that. And then my son was gonna go home, and he's like, fuck, I forgot my glasses at your house. I was like, all right, cool. And then we come back, still smells like shit. And then I go take my son home because I had picked him up on my way to the produce stand. And then I get home, and I'm like, there's no fucking way it still smells like a fucking fart in here. So I'm looking fucking everywhere. And there's a section of my living room that the recliner is in that, like, he never goes back there. You have to fit between the chaise lounge in the couch and then, like, this other, like, plant and stuff that I have besides the recliner. Like, there's literally no room to get through there. Well, obviously this motherfucker made room because there was a big old diarrhea shit right behind that chair. I was like, oh hell. And it wasn't even like, there wasn't even like any kind of turd to it. So I'm like, self, how do we clean this up, self? So I went and got like gloves from my vanity, and I grabbed like a poop plastic bag and I just tried to scoop as much out of the carpet with my palms as I could into the bag. And then I threw the bag away, and then I fucking had to pull out my shampooer and shampoo that shit. Literally that shit. And then it sucks because the whole time I'm freaking shampooing it, I'm like, because the smell is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So then I had to do that. So then I had to bleach my freaking shampooer, bleach everything, bleach the sink I used to empty my shampooer in, do all this shit, let it dry, see if the, and he was fed pumpkin, because pumpkin, like the pie filling or whatever it is, like smashed pumpkin, is really good for their digestive tract. Hey Evan, welcome. It was like slightly orange tinged on my carpet, which I don't really care about my carpet. It's just that happens to be like the only clean section of my carpet left, because I was gonna get new carpet before we got him, and then I was like, I'm gonna get a puppy, and that now I'm like, I'm probably gonna get a mate, so I was gonna wait until, what's he see? Is it a rat? Get a rat. Maybe. Is it a bunny? Get a bunny. Get it, boy.
I think it's a rat.
Big motherfucking cocksucking rat. So, my carpet was like orange tinged. I think it still has a slight tint of orange in it.
Gives it character.
I think I need to stop being a frugal bitch and at least pay the professionals once to come out and clean our shit. There's this stuff that I use on carpets. The best stain remover you'll ever get is Spray and Wash Extreme. You can get it from Walmart. I use that on our clothes and stuff, but Emlo actually found out that it works best on carpet stains. Like when puppies are little, they'll throw up bile and stuff. And bile is really hard to get out of carpets, and that spray works like a charm, but it doesn't bleach, but it works, it makes it so clean, and now there's like some clean spots, and I'm like, that's just making the carpet look worse and dirtier, and I ain't fucking trying to spend 3 days shampooing this shit, motherfucker. So anyways, okay, let me catch you up on what happened. So I started to stream, and I was gonna do this egg thing, like a little competition, where people could put, like, choose a number, choose a color, and if certain things were in the egg, I was going to do like a raffle, which I'm not gonna tell you how the raffle was gonna be picked online because people like to steal my ideas and do it, but it was gonna be really fun and funny. Hint in the thumbnail. And then I was going to like either pick a winner and send them Cash App or like an Amazon gift card or something like that, you know? But we didn't really get enough people in here to do it that wanted to do it, so we'll do it some other time. And then I started talking about how people are saying that I doxed or soft doxed that certain person, and they're stating it as a fact without saying, in my opinion, or allegedly, or I believe, or da-da-da-da-da.
Lies.
And then, so there was that. And then I talked about the pirate hooker and how she made that gay ass video of me and how I called her out for being a bitch. And then how she was gonna do a stream about Brantley and Sweet Tea, and how she's been warned. And I freaking, in my comment, how I called her a weak bitch, and I told her to keep my fucking name out her mouth. She probably should have, or keep her husband off the internet. And then I told everybody some facts about the things that I may or may not have. Our homie that was a groundskeeper at that Camp 1, and that I do have permission from Mike to release shit, and there is a video, and that she might just want to shut the fuck up about me and Brantley both. Because one, she's a bigger channel than I am, so she shouldn't be fucking talking about me, because really that only gives me subs, but I don't fucking want your dirty ass subs, you dumbass bitch. And then I said I know she goes IRL and I ain't scared. She can send her little girl Pyro over here to come and burn down my house. I stay ready. We'll fight fire with fire, and that's what insurance is for, bitch. But I don't like fighting, because a fight starts a war, and wars are fucking long and drawn out. So it's better if you just fucking don't say nothing, it won't be nothing, bitch. And then I talked about how I've been kind of watching Candace Owens' Bride of Charlie series, and how that shit's crazy. If watching her go through it shit with a fine-tooth comb, and how people call her crazy, but that's what happens when you have a fucking opinion that's different than everybody else and you can't fucking be controlled.
I
And
think she's smart, really smart.
I think the whole like crazy thing and the whole anti-Semitic thing started. Mind you, I wasn't following it enough, so I'm not educated enough on the situation to like defend her. But I can say, because I've looked into it, that there is a loophole that comes to, what's it called? PDFs. I'm like trying to figure out how to say it online. There is a loophole with PDFs going to Israel to evade PDF charges. And you can see that in certain rich people and certain ex-politicians. And she called that out too. I know she did part of it because I only saw the small clip of it. And that whole, I didn't even know until my oldest son told me about the whole biting foreskins and stuff being like normal. I was like, oh, that's weird. That's weird. Right? Isn't that what it was? Do you remember
Something
what it was
like that.
exactly?
That in some religion, they get the baby circumcised, and then the guy that's the religious figure, I don't know what he's called, pretty much,
A rabbi?
I guess, pretty much sucks the,
Blood or something like that?
yeah, off the private part.
Ugh. Disgusting. That's evil, dude.
That's not normal.
That's evil.
That's definitely not
Gross.
normal. Definitely not normal.
Yeah. So there's that. And then I talked about, I saw a clip today of the Joe Rogan Experience of that guy. I forgot that comedian's name, but the guy who does This Past Weekend podcast. He's a funny dude and he has ADD just as bad as me. What's his name?
It's what's his name, guys?
I know,
The
right?
guy with the mullet.
Yeah, I asked everybody earlier too. Shauna said I'm gonna get off for the night. Good night. Good night, Shauna.
Good night.
Sorry I didn't see that earlier.
It's oh my god, dude.
Theo Vaughn.
Theo Vaughn.
I thought of it before you.
I was like, yeah, Leo, that's it, Leo.
See, people don't believe me when I say I'm fucking bad with names.
Yeah.
All that shit talk. Oh, I was fucking pissed when she called Ultra an intern. Bitch, I couldn't think of his name. What the fuck do you want me to call him? Fat douche with fucking beard and glasses? No, I went with intern. It was the fucking thing I could say at the moment. I'm not trying to hold up the conversation because my dumb ass can't think of a name. We'll be there all day.
That's just the thing. It's like you're on live, right? So there's no time to like research or Google. Like sometimes things come out of your mouth that, you know, you mean to or whatever. It's just the way it is. It's life, right? People need to just get over it, dude. There's so much things in life we gotta worry about, guys. And slipping of a word or saying the wrong word or whatever. It's just, God, dude, there's so much more serious stuff to worry about than
especially on those shows when you're working with somebody who doesn't want to have a meeting before the show, who wants to sleep until the last minute. Like with me, I like to like structure a show a little bit. I like to say, hey guys, this is what we're gonna talk about today. You know what I mean? So yeah, we're gonna hang out and we're gonna like sidetrack a little bit, but eventually we're gonna get to this, and this. You know what I mean? To these subjects. Those motherfuckers, they want their bro, chill, hangout streams, and it's like, I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to entertain a motherfucking audience.
Yeah.
Like that's my gift. That's what I'm good at. Like I'm good at fucking being funny and happy and cooking people that in the funny way, or I'm good at fucking spitting venom and fucking being a bitch. And the more you come back, the more, the uglier it's gonna get, you know?
All right, so tell me about Theo Vaughn. What happened?
Oh, okay.
I really
So,
like him a lot.
Yeah, me too. He's fucking funny as fuck. He was on Joe Rogan and I just saw a clip. I don't know if I'll have time to watch the whole video, but I think it was like a 6-minute clip. And he was talking about, Joe Rogan and him were talking about the round and there being no exit wound in the Charlie Kirk situation.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, the 30-06. I was like, I was gonna bring one out here, but I'm like, I don't even know where they are. Emma would have to bring one. But they're basically as long as my hand is wide, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And the bottom part of them, except for the tip, is full of gunpowder.
Yeah.
And that gives them like the power, right? And I talked about how small caliber guns like 22s, they're typically only lethal when they bounce around against your bone and hit vital organs or vital vessels.
Yeah.
And that I am a retired healthcare worker, and I used to have to go to all the code blues, all the deaths, all the GSWs, which are pume deaths and all that kind of stuff. And usually that's the only caliber that you won't find an exit wound in, right?
Yeah.
So, and we're talking 22 tiny, right? My first gun was a 45. So 22s are like this and they're skinny. And then 45s are fatter and shorter. And then, that's why there's, like my uncle used to say, a 22 is not going to do anything but piss somebody off, piss a big guy off. And it's true, you know what I mean? It might slow them down, but it's not going to kill them. But so I was talking about like hunting and like our friend Ron and how we've gone hunting and, but I've never gotten like a buck or a deer or doe or whatever because I like to smoke and vape and sense like a big deal. But
Yeah.
anyways, so I was talking about like I kind of like know about it and stuff, but even they and we.
But you did catch beaver one year.
I know, I always say that too. But Wings did when this first happened, and I was saying it too. There's no way if you got hit with that caliber of gun that it wasn't a through and through, right?
Yeah.
And then they also, I forgot this part too. They also talked about the logistics of taking apart that gun and putting it back together. And Wings had mentioned like that kind of gun, pume. I need to stop saying gun, damn it. That kind of pume requires a screwdriver to take it apart and put it back together. And they mentioned something else in this clip too about the logistics of that. Oh, about sighting it in. Because remember how Ron taught us to lean over like the Jeeps when we were shooting and sighting in the rifles and stuff?
Yeah.
That you have to do it stationary, and it takes like 3 or 4 times to sight it in.
Right.
Because somebody has to be with you and scope it or whatever, and you adjust your scope and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So the distance, which was like 150 yards, which is doable because 300 yards is considered like a good shot with a long rifle. So 150 yards is doable, but there's no way that you're going to have the time to go onto a roof and disassemble a gun and not take any freaking shots to zero in your scope and make that accurate of a fucking shot.
Yeah.
Point blank, period. So they also talked about, Theo Vaughn brought up how the theory, the conspiracy allegedly, is that the lapel mic was made into an explosive.
Oh, yeah.
And this I hadn't heard. This part right here, bitch. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Turn your ears on, motherfuckers. There's a company that is accused of implanting an explosion into the lapel mic. That company was either bombed or burnt down, and like 8 to 10 people, I can't remember, were murdered or killed during this
situation?
cover up, shall we say?
Wow. I haven't heard of that. but
Yeah,
that's
he
crazy.
says the name of the company and everything. I was like, damn, Gina, that shit's crazy.
I mean, that's very possible. Very possible that it wasn't from a fume, it was from a mic.
Yeah, and so it's like all this stuff that Candace Owens is saying, calling Erica Kirk into question, the way that Erica Kirk doesn't connect physically with her emotions that she's trying to portray, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then this, bitch, like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
I mean, the whole situation is tragic. Somebody that freaking young should not lose their life, point blank, period. But especially somebody who's just out trying to do what they feel is right. You know what I'm saying?
All he was doing is talking.
Right?
He was talking to young people.
Encouraging thought.
Yeah. Encouraging young people to get out there, to debate, to talk, to express what they're feeling. Like the whole generation, pretty much. Like he would give all kinds of people he wanted to see what that generation was all about. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Younger generations and stuff. To get them to think. I mean, I don't know. It's sad. It's sad. No matter who it was, anybody like that was dealt like that it's just a bad thing.
Right.
You know. Then you have the poor kids and everything else that goes along with that, and it's just a sad situation.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm not trying to accuse their mother of doing it or being involved, but it's just like, I'm open to the speculation that Candace Owens is creating, and all of the history and stuff. It's like the points that she's pointed out and the timeline that she's pointed out. It's pretty hard to deny that their relationship wasn't fake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, all you have to do is just keep an open mind and hear both sides, or both sides of a situation, both sides of a story. But yeah, keep an open mind and give that person their shot to say what they feel, and then you make your own conclusions. Like, yeah, I feel like she's got something there, or no, I think she's lost it. But at least listen. That's what I would say. At least listen to the person and see what they got to say.
Right.
But I think she's right on with that French guy's, the French president's wife. You know?
I don't remember. Maybe I was asleep during that part.
The French president's wife, she's saying that used to be a man. So she's saying that
Oh,
lady,
like Big Mike.
yeah, like that lady's transgender.
Wait, hold on 1 second. There's another thing that I want to talk about too, is because I have been accused of being like homophobic or whatever. And the only things that I've ever said about transsexuals is that, and I believe this fully, is that I feel like the Democratic Party is using transsexuals to lock in votes. Just like they did with African Americans for a lot of fucking years, until African Americans got smart. And they're like, Republicans are the motherfuckers who freed us. Republicans this, Republicans that, Republicans are this. And I mean, yeah, you have the brainwashed college kids that are brainwashed from other countries and people that are high donators to the universities. They're being like indoctrinated and stuff, but people who've actually lived life that are like, what, Gen X and on, they voted differently, you know? So anyways, okay.
Anyways, about that, I think she was spot on saying that that lady's transgender. I mean, I'm sorry, but when you look at that person, something's way off. All right? I mean, you have two eyes. I mean, I'm sorry, but something's off. So she pointed that out. So when she pointed that out is when I was like, people were saying she's losing it and stuff. But to me, I heard what she said. I looked at the person and I'm like, something's off here. So she might be right. I don't know.
Right?
But I think she's a pretty smart individual. A lot of people hate her. A lot of people like her.
Yeah, if we were going to have a first colored president, I wanted it to be her, not no fake freaking colored person like Kamala Harris.
Like, I would totally vote for Candace Owens, 110% if she ever ran for president.
Yeah.
And not just because she's a woman, and oh my God, it's the first woman. It's because she's an intelligent human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For real.
Anyways, I don't know. What else you guys... Did you see that we went into space again or whatever? The space rocket, we went into space again. I feel like all of that shit is fake as fuck.
Really?
I don't know, I'm a conspiracy theorist. All those videos, it's like, I don't know, dude. And even if it's real, like, I feel like, why are we wasting money?
Yeah.
When everyone's suffering, when the economy is bad, you know what I mean? Like, why are we wasting money orbiting around the moon? You know what I'm saying? Like, save the fuel, save the rockets.
Well, they want to save the planet now.
Well, start saving the planet by helping the people that live here. How about...
No, I'm saying they say they want to save the planet, but they use
you
all
wanna
this
save
rocket
the
fuel,
planet?
all
No.
this...
Instead of spending
jet
all this
fuel.
money on, I guess it was Elon Musk, so it's not NASA apparently, it's Elon Musk's deal. But if he wants to help the freaking planet, he should have saved all that money and put all that money into finding child predators and people that hurt children. How about start there before you shoot rockets into this?
Well,
nowhere.
not only that, ending world hunger is easy as fuck. And it's
Yeah.
not dropping rice in Somalia, dude. It's fucking buying everybody chickens.
Yeah, there's
It's protein in meat, and they reproduce like a motherfucker.
carp
Yeah.
fish. I've eaten carp before. I think it's actually a really tasty fish. I know people are like, oh, they're bottom feeders. Actually, I've opened up like hundreds of carp's stomachs, and all they have in there is plants. They eat the plants. That's all they eat. They don't eat nothing else but plants. But anyways, they could like build them ponds and, you know what I mean? Fill them with carp and
Yeah.
fish, and there's ways to do it, but they don't want to, obviously. But to me, it's like, why waste all this time and money, and just, especially now in the economy and the way people are struggling, and just help the people? How about that?
Right.
But
And even though I said something negative about the Democratic Party people, I did vote for Obama, not once but twice. I'm more of like a centrist, and I vote it according to whatever will benefit the country
yeah,
the most people, what'll make the biggest change in the most people's lives.
or
Not like us, like I never was like, ooh, I need gay rights. Gay rights matter before anything else. No. There's way more straight people that need way more things than for me to have medical benefits. You know what I mean? I've just always been that way.
well, we're not. We're just
We're
we vote for whatever we think is best for the majority. And you know, sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. I mean, there's that.
they all
too.
lie. You're technically choosing the lesser of the evils,
Yeah.
right? And then there's always what they run on and what they do, and then there's always like financial trails and special interests and all these other shit. But I just wanted to put that out there because
But I don't know. They're like, I don't know. Does anyone else think that the moon thing is like the mission of the moon around the moon is fake? It looks fake as fuck. Their videos look so fucking fake to me. It's fuck. I don't know. Something. My gut is telling me it's very fake, dude. All of it. But I mean, I could be wrong.
I haven't seen it. But you were saying that the moon landing was fake, and I'm like, nah.
Oh, yeah.
Until we were going through Death Valley, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
oh, wait a minute. I
The
could
first-
totally see where the fuck this
first
was.
moon landing was totally not real, people. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's totally not real.
It was, I believe, it was something that we did to keep other countries from claiming the freaking
yeah, whatever.
moon.
Yeah.
And now I think Elon's out there trying to make it really happen so that
Yeah.
another country doesn't beat us to it for real, for real.
and
That's just my opinion, though.
and all that money that they spent on the first moon landing and all the moon stuff, I wonder where all that money went.
Right.
Because that was never a thing. They did a cheap ass video in a studio somewhere. There's no way. I am 99.99% sure that that shit was fake. There's that, 0.1 whatever percent that I could be wrong, but whatever. I feel like people nowadays are way more intelligent, and we have way more devices. We have computers, we have iPads, we have phones, we could Google stuff, and they can't trick us like they used to. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days,
Yeah, like-
whatever the news said,
That was fact.
that was on
It was fact.
Everybody believed it 110%. Now it's like
Now
hey,
you have people leaving mainstream media to make YouTube channels because they're tired of being
Yeah.
controlled and told to lie.
Yeah, and now you have people that question stuff, and not only do they question stuff, because I'm sure there was people back then questioning shit, but they have a whole platform to do it on, to be like, hey, I'm a pretty intelligent person, and I could tell you that this shouldn't be happening while this is happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then also you have to fucking remember how the platforms can be bought.
Yeah,
Remember how the CEO of Google bought our old house, our old beach house?
yeah,
And YouTube is owned by Google, right?
yeah.
When Joe Rogan interviewed, I don't remember if it was Trump or JD,
Uh-huh.
that video got shadow banned. Do you know what that means?
Yeah, where it doesn't get a lot of playtime.
Yeah, it fucking trended right away, and then all of a sudden you couldn't find it.
Yeah.
It was gone.
Yeah.
And Joe Rogan, being Joe Rogan, was like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean? And then blasted it all over. And then all of a sudden it was unshadow banned.
Yeah.
And it's like, And that's when Rumble saw a spike, because everybody was like, fuck a YouTube, I'm going to Rumble. That's why I told you by stalking Rumble. Because I was like, this shit's going to be good during the election. We going to make some money, honey.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah.
I don't know, dude.
I'm not like a very political person. I try to kind of zone out during the elections and just start looking into shit like during an election year. I kind of go back and set time aside to do like my own research and shit, because honestly, I wasn't a poli-sci major and a lot of it's boring to me. I need people to dummy it down for me sometimes. But man, all these things are crazy. But it's all things that we've said and we've known, being close to Hollywood, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And our friends that have children that have been in the, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the two quarries, ever since we were young, we were suspicious of things happening to them. And Emlo did a freaking deep dive. She went in on her research and she was like, oh, hell no.
I did a deep dive before a deep dive
It was a
thing.
deep dive, yeah.
Before it was even a thing, I just did it on my own.
Yeah.
And looked up like what films they were in, who produced them, who was around the cast.
And yeah, we were stereotyping a little bit, like being like, yeah, this motherfucker looks like he drives a white van.
You know why? I have a good gut intuition and I could pretty much,
Yeah.
It's kind of like a gift.
Yeah.
It really is.
Well, to me, I'm like, yeah, that looks like a PDF. So our friends who've had children that are in the industry, we've always said, don't trust the stage people, the stage moms, the stage dads, the stage brothers, the stage cousins, the whatever. Do whatever the fuck it takes to not leave your child unattended in the industry. And one of them took their child out of the industry and moved the fuck out of state because they were like, there's sketchy shit trying to be done and that ain't happening. And he was on some big Nickelodeon shows too. And they were like, yeah, this isn't gonna happen for him. I don't want him in this industry. And then the other one, some people may or may not know, but there's things that we can't talk about, but there has been fucking instances that we weren't warned about. And after those instances happened, they were like, damn, dude, I'm glad that you guys fucking warned me, because I'm a grown-ass adult and I know exactly what I drank and I know exactly how I felt, and I'm just glad I got myself out of that situation. So
yeah, people are, I think it's a battle between good and evil. Mm-hmm. That's it. Good and evil.
yeah,
There's good rich people and there's evil ones. There's good poor people and there's evil ones.
and there's good famous people that are super good people, that are super grounded, that are not fucking eaten up by the evil that comes along with fame.
Yep.
They're super private people, and that's the one that I was related to, and another one that we're close to, you know?
Yeah, and that's all it is.
And speaking of doxing, I should fucking bring that up since I brought it up at the beginning of the stream, but I'll just fucking close this one with this. If we want to talk about fucking soft doxing, technically Keem soft doxed me and my wife in the fucking LCU by saying,
Don't repeat it.
I'm not going to repeat it, but I'm going to say he released enough information to point people who are fishing for information in the right direction, to know how we know certain things and how we know certain fucking people. And that was fucked up. To me, it was specific enough to freaking be a soft dox to somebody who's super tiny, and so it is a baby owl that I saw. And trying to have a fucking life where fame isn't a thing, you know? And I mean, I'm not really that worried about it, because when shit goes down, if the male in the household isn't there to take care of business, we get called. Roll up, bitch. There's a fucking creeper from Germany or Russia or wherever the fuck in my front yard. And I'm like, got you, bro. So, whatever. That's all I have to say about the fucking doxing thing. But I might, from my setup, show the fucking clips and stuff. Should I get the time to sit down and do it?
Well, and I feel like I said, it's a live show, live things sometimes get said that doesn't need to be said. And sometimes, I'm not saying about Keem, I'm saying in general, sometimes people will say stuff and it's like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But guess what? It's too late, it's live, it's on the internet forever.
Right.
You know what I mean? So sometimes I feel like a lot of this doxing, undoxing, soft doxing, I feel like sometimes it's done unintentional, but it's still done. You know what I mean?
In my opinion, have I ever doxed or soft doxed anyone?
No.
Okay. You were there when the whole showdown went down live.
No, you did not.
It happened in the evening. You were home from work. You sat there.
No,
you
you
watched
did
the
not.
whole thing go down.
Those are all lies.
Have I ever passed on anyone's information that I never got, by the way? I never got his demographics, his fucking address or city
No
or
one's even interested.
job or anything.
None of
I
us.
made a deduction from his live streaming schedule. When you can stream 5-6 hours at night and 5-6 hours during the day, every single day, you ain't got a job, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
No one's interested.
So
in
I
any
said,
of
your
that.
wife is the daddy, your wife makes the money. That was power of deduction.
Yeah.
And everything else I said on stream was from his vlogs.
Yeah, but you don't even know that for a fact because you've never looked into it.
Yeah.
And it's just not.
And the easy way out was for him to call me a stalker or like a crazy person or whatever. And it's like, bitch, all I did was, it took me 3 days to watch your vlogs because I'm so busy.
Since you're such a stalker and a crazy person, he's the one that was making funny videos or wannabe funny videos. And like,
He
you
talked
don't do
about
that.
me for 2 years on his channel.
He impersonated you several times. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
It's all lies. You never doxed anyone. It's all lies.
Optics.
We don't even know. We don't know anything about him.
Right.
Or anyone in the LCU, honestly.
I don't want to know. And what pisses me
And
off
we don't
the
want to
most-
know because you know why? We don't care.
Yeah.
We have a life and we deal with real people in our life, our friends, here in real time. People on the internet, that's where they stay.
Yeah, and the thing is he's like, I just want people to talk shit about things I do on the internet. That's exactly what the fuck I did.
Yeah.
It was the shit you did on the internet, on your vlogs. Little mister, I'm gonna be a vlogger. No.
Yeah. Those are all freaking lies that were spread by, you know who, the older lady of the LCU, the elder.
The cunty corpse is what I call her.
Okay, the elder lady, whatever, and then she said, oh, it wasn't because you did a deep dive, it was because you were dangling. Nobody dangled nothing.
Yeah.
Ever, okay?
Right.
And nobody even cares. First of all, there's nothing to dangle because there's no information.
Right.
No one here cares enough for that,
Right.
okay?
And then I was accused of passing the information on to other creators in Girl World.
Stupid.
I'm like, who the fuck knows me from Girl World?
No.
I'm not a Girl World creator. I'm not
No.
even a regular chatter. I'm a lurker. I watch a particular podcast in the morning. That's early in the morning.
All right.
And then when people fight, I go around to get their different narratives.
I'll tell you what it is. For some reason,
I'm outside and wet, like all the time. I don't fucking
for
have
some reason,
earbuds in.
let me
fucking
tell you, for
listen
some
to
reason,
shit.
a whole group of them there, like a handful of people in that place, hate on you big time.
I know, dude, when I did
They're
my
jealous
fucking
of you.
Fat Camp 1 versus
Listen.
Fat Cap 2 video,
Yeah.
Tina's hating the whole fucking time, dude.
This is reality, guys. Y'all want to know the truth? The 2 of you that are in here, we appreciate you. 6 of you, listen.
You can put your face on camera. I don't know why
Nah.
you never do.
I don't care. 'Cause
You're
I don't
not
care.
liable for anything that's on my channel.
Okay, I'm gonna tell
I
you
have
guys.
an LLC. Ain't nobody
All
gonna
right.
come for you and your shit.
I'm gonna tell you guys. Wait, I'm gonna tell you guys.
That's the chat. Here's the
I don't-
camera. Here, turn it
No,
to
I don't
you.
want to.
Just
I don't
turn it
want
to you.
No, I'm just gonna tell them.
Turn it to you.
Oh my God.
There you go. All
right.
People want your take. They
All right.
relate to you better.
Okay,
if they see you.
here's the thing. a group of people in that place, LCU, whatever, really hate on Zita Ray. They're jealous of her, and they've been jealous since day one, okay? They're jealous that she has a life. She has a life that's put together well, and I don't know. There's
And I'm fat, and I'm outliving them.
and she's confident, and she's fat and overweight according to them. She's the fattest one there, and
Everybody turned out fatter.
yeah, and they just hate on her no matter what. She's a good person. I've known her all my life since we were pretty much teenagers, but she's a really good person. But for some reason, a handful of people just hate on her there, and they spread the hate everywhere, and now it's like you can't get away from it. You can't.
Yeah.
Because that handful of people have been there the longest.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And people will not take your side because they want to be in good with them, so they'll take their side. But they're jealous, man. I'm telling you, they're jealous. We rolled up to Fat Cap 1, and they were
Killed it
jealous.
the first day.
They were jealous of her truck. I'm not here to brag. I'm not. We've been in hoopties. We've had broken down cars. We've had.
I had a Nissan Sentra with a broken out window that I
Yeah.
broke myself because I locked my keys in there.
Yeah.
The air conditioner didn't work. It would drip water on
Yeah.
your feet.
We grew up
The
poor.
stereo got stolen, so we would pretend to change stations
Yeah.
and sing the songs.
Well, anyways, we rolled
She
up.
drove a 3 different colored
Yeah.
Geo Metro. It was red, white, and blue. And every time she would roll up, I'd put my hand on my heart and sing the national
Hey,
anthem.
we've roughed it, so I'm not saying that we don't know what that's all about. But I'm telling you, we rolled into Fat Cat 1, and people were looking at her, expecting her. We were even told this. We were expecting Zita Ray to roll up in a hoopty. And when she didn't roll up in a hoopty, and they saw that her truck was very decent looking, they're probably like, how is this, in their words, overweight, fat chick that has all this confidence actually successful too in real life? I'm telling you, man.
And then as Fat Camp went on, you know how it is, people kind of pump you for information or whatever. I was only there the first day. I bonded with Mike and the boys, and then the last day, I was there and present. But like I went in and out of the main house. I think when I went to go get my script that day, and people were hitting me up like for information like about my truck and stuff, and the motorhome too.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, we actually brought like our cheapest shit. And they were like, oh, you have another truck? I was like, yeah.
But this is not to
And
brag or
then-
nothing. I'm
yeah.
telling you, I've seen it in their eyes. They were jealous. We rolled up with our motorhome, and we love our motorhome. Our motorhome
I love
is a
like
old-
when people think I'm broke, because that's when you get the best deals. And
vintage motorhome.
yeah,
And we love her. We love her. And we don't want anything new or anything like that. We love her. But anyways, that's what it was, dude. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, you got sick, so you were there the first day, and then you made yourself go a few times here and there to go
I tried to rally,
hang out,
bitch.
try to rally.
I was in pain.
So there's that, and then you didn't really have a whole lot of bonding time with these people, and for some reason, they started hating on you.
When we got back.
Yeah.
But when we were there, everybody was fucking, the people who
Oh, yeah.
fucking
And
flipped
'cause
on
you-
me, which would
'cause
be,
you-
we'll go ahead and say their names, which would be Twiggy and Nightmare.
Right.
Because I played their songs.
Because you saved Fat Camp, because she did, with the Starlink.
Do you know how many
Sorry, that's
Z-tards
the
I
truth.
had after day 1 of Fat Camp because they seen my energy?
That's the truth.
And that star quality that I have in real life, that's just my personality on display when I'm not in pain and feeling good.
Yeah.
I had thousands of supporters in the LCU.
Yeah.
And because of my medical situation, I fucking took a step back and I just watched. And
But
waited.
listen,
And honestly, if it weren't for Rostov, I never would have come back to the LCU.
but
'Cause
listen,
nobody thought about me. Nobody fucking cared.
but listen. Oh, happy Easter, everybody. But listen, the thing is, she saved Fat Camp with her little Starlink that she had, but she didn't do it for bragging rights or anything. She did it out of the goodness of her heart. But everybody spun shit around that you were bragging about it and this and that, which is not true. Okay? Because honestly, what we should have probably done was take all of our shit and go home when you weren't feeling right. But you wanted to try to rally and try to be there and do your thing, okay? But
I never put myself first, ever.
But there's none of the, she didn't.
I could have kept my Starlink and made my own content through AMLO. She could have went and streamed and all this other shit. Like, there's so many things that I could have done to build my channel and to fucking better myself. But that's not how I am. I'm not a fucking crab in a barrel.
Yeah.
I'll push you up. I lift people up. I lift women up.
So I'm saying, hate, listen to me. Hate comes from below, right?
And love.
And love comes from above. And that's heaven and hell. And that's people that are jealous and people that want to help you. And that's how I see things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't understand why they're hating on you so freaking bad, dude. You did not. What? Because you're funny, you know. Are you the funniest one? No. Have you ever claimed to be the funniest one? No.
I am fucking entertaining as fuck, though, and I am fucking crazy.
You are very entertaining, you know what I mean? And, but people turn that into a negative thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But you know what? The LCU is not the only thing out there. I was making, honestly, I was making video. Me and Zita, we have a video. Let's see if we'll find it. We were making TikTok videos before TikTok was even invented. Okay? Remember our like Facebook videos and stuff? So, you know, LCU is not the only thing out there. There's plenty of other things that we could be doing. And
but I do have to say that
they're lost.
It only builds my confidence when those motherfuckers call me telling me how boring these bitches are to please come back to the LCU. The good hosts, the funny hosts, like everybody who's fucking entertaining, they called a bitch from motherfucking Fat Camp 2 talking about, can you please come? That was after fucking, we were thinking about it already because I felt bad. I was like, damn, that
we were
fucking
that close to going.
But I noped the fuck out.
But anyways, I don't know. They're jealous. I don't know. They're jealous and they're hating on you. And they make everyone else, they spread that hate.
Yeah.
Instead of stopping it, instead of like, nah, dude, Zita's actually really cool. We actually hung out with her in real life.
Yeah.
She's a cool person. You know, she got sick and we didn't get a chance to bond or anything, but that's not true. Leave her alone or whatever the freak. To stand up for you a little bit. None of them. Instead, they jump on that hate train and they try to pull your ass down. It's like, I don't know, like 10 against 1. How is that fair? It's like 10 people against one person.
At this point, it's like 2,500 against one.
One person that is so not entertaining and so...
Why are you so threatened?
Yeah.
If I'm fucking not
so
talented
not funny
or not entertaining.
And so unattractive and so fat and stuff that they say. I would never say that because she's beautiful. You know what I mean? All these people all against one. It's mind-blowing.
Right.
Why is that happening?
And if I'm not a little stylish or fashionista, then why are the brunettes cutting their hair like mine? Why all of a sudden do certain ones have bangs now?
Just saying, dude.
No, I like Lacey. She's actually cool, and she was always willing to help me or whatever. But I haven't talked to her very much. That's just like from being in host chat and stuff.
But that's what's really going on over there. A handful of haters that hate on Zita Ray, and they spread the hate instead of stopping it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is...
And if you guys want to know the truth, the reason that I got fired from fucking gay is because I was pissed off because a grown-ass fucking man couldn't DM his boss for 3 days in a row to get the access that he needed to run OBS. And I had a trip planned. I made no fucking mistake of it. I told people, I even told Keem, I need to stream from home so I get used to my new setup. And then I'm going to be traveling. He needs to fucking run OBS. Because I wasn't going to fucking give out my stream idea because people fucking copy me all the motherfucking time. But what I had planned for that fucking week while I was gone was to do different goals, and one of them was cliff jumping into like 60-degree water and from my boat. We were gonna fucking go with the Starlink, and I was gonna cliff jump from different freaking heights of cliffs for different fucking goals. But and in my fat girl bikini, which I might do 4th of July. I don't know if we're gonna go to the party lake 4th of July.
I'm sure we're invited to Kim's house.
We're invited to, no, that's gonna be his wedding. I'm not fucking going to that shit. Oh, it would take Brantley calling me and being like, bitch, come to my wedding. And I'm sure she's not gonna do that. But
That was a joke. We're not invited.
so,
We should be because we're cool people, but we're not. It's fine.
right. Well, I said it earlier, like I'm a friend of Brantley. I don't know if she would be considered a friend to me, but
Bradley's a amazing person.
right? She's cool as fuck.
She's really cool.
I told them how she reminds me of me, like when I was young, and how you agreed, like even the farting thing. I'm like, I fucking did that. But any fucking way. Oh, I had told you guys, I'm gonna close you guys out because like I told you before, and it's pretty much publicly known, this is kind of our hour together before we go to bed, and she's still got to tell me about her day and stuff. But I told you guys earlier, because I brought up fucking stupid ass, lying ass, snake ass Roxy's fucking name, that I would tell you guys some things about her that are fucking crazy to me. First of all, on Gigi's birthday stream, I popped up just because I happened to catch it while I was getting ready, and it was my birthday. So I hopped up there and I'm like, bitch, is it really your birthday today, or are you celebrating today? And she's like, no, it's really my birthday today. I was like, motherfucker, every Scorpio that I've met, or every November baby that I've met, is either November 8th, November 9th, the 18th, or in the 20th. I've never in my whole entire life, all the people that I've ever known somebody that was my birthday twin. That's fucking amazing. So Roxy was up on panel, so of course she tries kissing my ass. And then she's like, yeah, I've been, after I got off, after I hung up, she's like, I've been good friends with Zita for 2 years. Bitch.
Yeah.
How long have I known Roxy?
Not long.
When did I meet her?
At fat camp.
Okay. Now, in May, a half a year later, has that been 2 years? No.
No.
I never talked to that bitch. She was in my comment section when I was live streaming on our way to Fat Camp. And she asked me to pick her up from the airport, and I was like, I got you. And that was it. I picked her up from the airport, and that's when I met her. And that's when she was telling me everybody's fucking secrets, everybody's fucking real name, and this and that, and blah, blah, blah. When I wasn't giving a fuck, I tuned it out. But she was giving me all the dirt on fucking Psycho Mom, which was like her first name. Remember?
Yeah.
She was like, do you know Psycho Mom's first name? And I'm like, no. She's like, do you want to know it? I'm like, not really. And she's like, do you want a hint? And I was like, I don't care. And she was like, that's literally how I am. Because, like, it's none of my business. And she's like, well, she shares the name with somebody on the cast of this reality show. Really, bitch. So then we're at Fat Camp, and people are, like, getting autographs or whatever. Roxy fucking wants my autograph. I give her my fucking autograph. Like, the bitch has never been my friend. She was a fan. That's fucking what she was. Let's call it for what the fuck it is. So she says she knows me from Girl World. How do you know me from Girl World? Did you catch the stream where I popped up on Yo Mama's panel and embarrassed him in front of his own audience? By calling out his lies? How did I know he streamed from the garage? Because in his vlog, you could hear people knock on the fucking metal door. So if you're telling me you own all these things and you're streaming from your garage and I'm calling them into question, how come you're not taking your camera or taking your phone and showing me all these things that you have in your fucking garage? That's all the fuck that was. I was playing chess. Everybody else was fucking playing checkers. And none of you motherfuckers have sat across the table from a poker player or fucking at a negotiations table to watch somebody and analyze their physical fucking reactions to shit. And when he shut the fuck up and he started sweating and he was uncomfortable, that was me calling him on his bullshit. You can't bullshit a fucking bullshitter or an adult that fucking has 2 ears and a brain. For real.
Yeah.
And fucking saying, and not only that, he claims to be a homeowner. Well, why, when he was talking about people getting evicted, he was using the words rent and mortgage interchangeably? If you're a homeowner, you know the difference between rent and mortgage. So, anyways, yeah, and people were hitting me up for his info after that. Like I said, they were trying to fucking sneak their way in and compliment me and kiss my ass, and I told them to get fucked. And later on, people in Girl World did call him out. One of them was Monty, who tried to fucking call me out, who tried to kiss my ass in my comments. I think I might have even pinned his comment, but now he talks shit in my comments, calling me a pig and stuff. And I usually will pin those so he can't delete them, so I can showcase his fucking ignorance. And then I think Isaac from Guest Mob did something, and that's just me speculating. I've just heard through the grapevine that they did like an expose on him, but I don't know either one of those people. I don't want to know any one of those people. The only conversation
is interested in this guy.
The only conversation I've ever had with Isaac from Guest Mob was he was in side chat of a reaction channel, and he went in and went on panel to call them on their bullshit. And I was like, I fucking respect that, because that's how Girl World used to be. If you had some shit to say, you got up and you said it with your whole motherfucking chest, and you did it on live stream so people couldn't fake receipts, so people couldn't come up with a story. It was hot, it was fun, it was great, right? Yeah. And so he did exactly what I did to another creator. And the reason that he did it is because some girl, some reaction, if you want to call her a girl, I heard she's a transsexual, I don't know what she goes by, but was accusing him of, well, there was a situation that happened with his kids, but it wasn't as bad as they were making it out to be, and this person hadn't done any fucking research about it. She was claiming to have receipts but wasn't willing to show them right then and there. And then she was like, her stance on it was involving law enforcement for no fucking reason, and she was like, if it comes to children, I'll call them over and over and over and over again. I don't give a fuck if it's real or not. And that pissed me off, because kids are supposed to trust police officers and healthcare workers. And when you do that to somebody, you're damaging a child's trust in police and healthcare workers. You know? And you could be putting a child in more danger by involving law enforcement. You don't know the situation. Stay the fuck out of it. Again, she went IRL. I'm not about that shit. I'm not about that life. But if you want to go there, I'm going to defend myself. So, yeah, so Roxy will make up shit coming, and she tries to use this spin that she's my friend. I don't know you. We're not cool like that. Like, when her husband got sick, like, I was being a friend to her. She wasn't being a friend to me. And then I ended up throwing my fandom to Roxy, because I was like, I have medical insurance. Her husband doesn't. They're going through some shit. Oh, she also lied saying I'm rich. Like, bitch, I ain't any richer than you are. Oh, her grift is, I'm living off credit because my husband's sick. And this is all things that she said on her live stream anyways. Her husband's a truck driver. They have a trucking business. It's a family business. Her fucking husband's brother, her brother-in-law, was still bringing in the fucking money. But I felt bad for her. And so I sent my fucking fandom to her way. And I dipped out of the fucking LCU. That's the one time I fucking left the Discord, because I was gonna put Becky's house on blast, and I knew the fucking rules. I knew I'd get booted out, so I'd rather fucking leave and fucking put that house on blast and get my little chuckle in, have my little fucking crash out meltdown, get emotional with fucking the group that I care about, the Z-tards that are on my channel, not some fucking random ass fuckers in the LCU. What else did I want to call out about that dumb bitch?
Well, she's a fake person. She's a fake person. She will be one way in your face and then another way behind your back. So that's not somebody that any of us are interested in hanging out with.
Yeah. Speaking of fake people too, like, I see that Billy and the Cunty Corpse have kind of made up. But if you guys don't believe that that bitch is fake and she's not two-faced, why the fuck did you redact all your fucking messages? Only somebody who's talked shit behind somebody else's back is gonna redact their fucking messages, right? And Billy's not even the type to drop DMs.
If you're so
real, it's in your
say
name.
It with your whole chest.
Yeah.
And don't redact the messages. Don't erase stuff if you're gonna say stuff with your whole chest, right? Yeah. So what does that mean?
That's why
you ain't that real, and you ain't saying shit with your whole chest, homie.
Yeah.
Because the proof is right there.
That's why Kylie Gets Feels is more fucking appropriate than Xylee Gets Real.
You know what? Good for them. If they patched up their relationship, that's good for them.
But, fuck, I was going to say something else, and then I just punched on what you were going to say. About that whole situation. Oh, and then people, okay, so let me tell you what I feel like the real fight between Billy and fucking Zay started with. First of all, Xylee started with. Xylee had made the comment that I was holding on to Nightmare hanging up on me and fucking disrespecting me on stream for no reason for too long, right? And this happened post Fat Count. And then she tried to say that the reason she was pissed off at Billy stemmed all the way from Fat Camp, from the whole shitting on the table shit and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Now that shit don't add up. What adds up to me, being a woman and knowing how women are extremely mean and extremely jealous of each other, this is what adds up to me, okay? When I pay $50 to kick that bitch off the fucking panel, she got fucking pissed. She felt completely disrespected. She was like, you're not supposed to do that to your co-host. I'm your co-host. This is my show. Blah, 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 blah. She got fucking pissed. And so, you know, I do shit for the lulz. Like, I've even kicked Brantley from that stream. And Brantley came back and she was like, who's that? And Billy was like, I don't remember.
I mean,
but Brantley thought it was funny as fuck too.
It's a funny thing.
It's always like to be funny. Like, I do shit for the lulz. It's not because like I'm a mean ass bitch, right? So that happened, okay, a couple times. Because then there'd be another time where I fucking did that. And so then the whole me and Yo Mama thing. Okay, so twice, the very first host position that Yo Mama was ever offered was because of me. Keemstar offered to do a show with me and Yo Mama because he knew that there was a feud, but he didn't exactly know what it was. So it's been described to him as a back and forth. It's never been a back and forth. It's been a forth. Yo Mama's talked about me for a year and a fucking half. I don't give him the fucking time of day. I'll never build a channel because somebody else did it fucking for me or off of somebody else's back. That's why I don't like fucking people who do pure reaction content unless they're funny and talented and can carry on a conversation and make me laugh with their side stories about them or their family or their life, right? So she got kicked a couple times, and then so Yo Mama's supposed to host with me. He's on live on his personal channel, and people in chat start telling him, Keem's gonna put you on a show with Zita Ray. And he's like, nah. And because I embarrassed him. And that's all the fuck I did. I never fucking released any information. I never got any private information ever. I don't fucking want it. I don't need it. I could put you in your place without it. I speculated, I deduced, and I used what the fuck was on your vlogs. And I called out your lies bullshit. So then he was like, no, I won't work with Zita. So that was the first time. And then there was another time too, because I don't know if it was this last time that Yo Mama was solo before Glammy or not, but it was supposed to happen again. And he told me, Zita, run OBS because I fucking can't stand the way that Yo Mama runs it. And believe it or not, even though people would like to say that I can't run OBS, I can. Well, my shit's fucking set up right, but whatever. I run OBS on my own channel. Every time I show a screen, I'm using OBS. I don't use StreamYards. Well, I do use StreamYards if I'm doing a guest panel and people are more comfortable on StreamYards, but other than that, I use OBS. It's not fucking rocket science. But Discord audio is always giving me a problem this last time, but I kind of found out why. Anyway, so I was like, okay. So then that night, he's like, oh, you're gonna do it with Xylee instead. So then Xylee's like, I'm gonna run OBS. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, well, I'll make a song. What do you want it to say about you? And she gave me some fucking bullshit about how she's loyal to her friends and family and she's this and she's that. So I made a couple songs. I made a song, she liked it. And then I was like, do you want it in a female voice? She was like, yeah. And then I ended up making one. And then I liked that song better and so did she. So we went with that one. And then so we go up there. So in my opinion, I'm like, this is fucking weird. I don't really want to work with this bitch. I can't stand her fucking voice. She's annoying. She's not fucking funny. She's too uptight. That's not my thing. But I was down to do it, right? So then we start fucking talking and I bring that shit up and then she tries to act like she's like I had pre-planned some shit or whatever. Or she caught some shit in the clip. I'm like wanting her to play the whole clip to get context of it and she keeps trying to fucking stop it and pick it apart. I'm like, just fucking watch the clip, dude. And then Zay came up and she was talking her shit because at that time nobody fucking knew anything. Now, I'm not gonna fight and go over a fucking drama in a universe that nobody knows fucking girl world, nobody knows the circumstances, nobody knows the history. You know how long it's gonna take just to catch people up to what the fuck happened? To have all the information to understand what the fuck happened? And then this motherfucker had already deleted his 15 years of fucking content. So she first makes the claim that what I did was fucking wrong. I basically fucking soft doxed him. I like held a carrot in front of his face and I go IRL and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Whatever. I fucking hang on to the end of the stream because I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking rage quit. I'm not gonna fucking walk off. My best friend comes over and she has the code and stuff to like my alarm, but she hadn't seen my dog in a long time. So when she comes in, you hear my alarm start beeping that it's gonna go off. It's like beep. And then Sally's like, you're getting feedback in your mic. I'm like, bitch, it's not fucking feedback. I know how the fuck my mic works. It's my fucking alarm. Back the fuck off. And then like she would still do like little things when she like reacts and she's like, I wish Zita would like talk straight into her fucking microphone because it's like it's low in one ear and it's not the other. Bitch, that's your problem. My fucking microphone is a dynamic motherfucking microphone. I could talk in the side of it. I could talk like this. I could flip this little switch. Like you don't know fucking dick of what the fuck you're talking about, but you try to act like you do. Shut the fuck up.
He's a fucking hater.
Yeah. So then, that fucking stream ends. It pushes right into, I don't remember if it was balls or nuts or whatever it was that Rastov and Billy were doing at the time, right? And people are fucking trying to bait them into talking about it. And they're like, oh, like, Xylee's got Zita fired, or Xylee's gonna get Zita fired, or Zita fucking doxed, or this and that, and blah, blah, blah. And I don't remember the exact quotes verbatim, but both Rastov and Billy were like, she Googled the name, let me not Google a name. They made so many fucking jokes about how that wasn't fucking doxing, and she made a big ass fucking deal out of fucking nothing that was even close to what she was trying to make it out to be. And that bitch got fucking jealous because she thought Billy and Rastov were her fucking homies because they hung out on voice chats in Discord 24/7 at 365. But when they had a chance to take a stance on what's right and what's wrong, they fucking went with what they thought was right.
Yeah, because they didn't jump on the hate bandwagon. You know what
it's
I mean?
because they're both fucking good people and they're like,
nah. Wait a minute. We're not just gonna jump on the hate bandwagon. We're gonna have our own opinions and express it the way we feel. And
it's called not reacting like a bitch. And that's why we in the biker community call it bitch shit. That's why men don't get involved in bitch shit. And that's why your mama's been called a bitch so many times, because that's all he does is bitch shit. And he ain't gonna show up to nothing. You know how these people fucking say like, oh, there's gonna be like a fight between him and Steak and this and that. You know how many fucking people he was supposed to show up to? He was in Vegas when the other one was in Vegas. He was skiing when the other one was in the area. He's always flaked. He's never shown up. And rumor has it that that's been the case ever since he was in the gaming community, like almost 20 years ago. But yeah, what else? So there was that. So
I also think they're haters because
from that point on is when Xylee was even more of a bitch to fucking Billy. And I think Billy just got fucking tired of kissing her ass and trying to fucking make it work. Yeah. So it's not that he chose me over her. I think he just chose what the fuck is right. And she couldn't let that shit go. And that's exactly why I wouldn't argue with her on that stream, because the bitch is 90 years old and she's stubborn as fuck. You're not going to change her mind on fucking anything.
No.
So
all she wanted to do is just tear you down from second one that shit started.
Right. And she apologized to me at Fat Camp 1. I'm sorry for being such a bitch to you and for not letting you like get time on rewinds or whatever. I misjudged you. I thought you were a clout chaser. My bad.
Yeah.
And then what happens? After Fat Camp, she comes back and that happens. And then all of a sudden I'm fucking some piece of shit clout chasing lying ass bitch.
Yep.
No, bitch, you just got jealous and now you fucking hate me.
Yeah, say it with your whole chest. Why hide behind anything?
You're a grown woman. I'm a fucking grown woman.
Yeah.
It ain't fucking
just
hard.
Like, look, I
like
really
Zay.
don't like you.
Zay is younger than fucking Xylee. She's been in this internet game a lot less than fucking Xylee. And she even said, dude, I owe you an apology. I went in without knowing the whole story. I didn't know his fucking government was on his fucking YouTube channel. You know what I mean? I don't know how far she looked into it, but she was like, I did not know all that shit. And I'm sorry for accusing you of doxing or doxing or whatever.
Yeah, because...
And that's it. That's all it took. Me and Zay are cool as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because people do make mistakes.
You don't even have to say I'm sorry. Just be like, dude, I looked into that and I was wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People do make mistakes, but don't call yourself real, because you ain't, dude.
Everything
if you're
but.
real, just say it. I can't stand you. I don't like the way you look. I can't stand the way you talk, or whatever it is. But don't hide behind, oh, because you dangled this, because you did that, because you kicked me off, because, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay if you don't like me. You see how I am with people. I don't give a fuck.
And not everyone's gonna like you.
Yeah, but I know that people either like me or hate me for being who I am.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But, and then, I don't know, dude. But at the same time, people like that, right? They spread their hate to other people, and other people that can't make their own judgment or their own decision are like, oh, I don't want to upset her, so I'm just going to get on the hate bandwagon because I don't want to, like...
That's why I always ask people why they hate me, and they can't come up with anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you hate me, it's because you're a fan of someone else.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, I'm fucking mean and bitter on the internet when people are mean and bitter to me. I give what I get. That's how I was raised. You come at me nicely, I'm going to come at you nicely.
You have never...
I say yes, yes, sir. I say yes, ma'am. Like, I'm a very polite person.
Yeah. You are...
I respect my elders. Unless you ask for some bullshit, unless you coming at me crazy, then fuck you, you an old stank bitch. But I do believe that growing old is a blessing, and I've always said that. And I do live by that. But I'm gonna fucking use that against you in an internet internet fight for sure. Because it's funny. It has to be funny. So, anyways, so that's what that is. So then he made Local Reapers. He tried to throw up in main Discord like, Zita's not getting the show because she did a deep dive on Yo Mama. So I just replied to that publicly and said, that never happened, but if that's the narrative you want to go with, then that's fine. Thanks for half a chance, I guess. And so I guess he looked into it further and didn't think I really fucking did that. But it doesn't matter, because he, from the get, has said he's not going to hire horror cows or whatever. And a horror cow is somebody who's done illegal shit or obtained information illegally and posted them on the fucking internet. And the only reason that Yo Mama hasn't been banned from YouTube is because the parents didn't fucking reach out to YouTube to get it fucking done. Instead, they called his daddy wife and was like, we're about to go to court and you're about to lose everything that you fucking have, so you might want to take that shit off the fucking internet. So they gave her a chance, and that was out of the goodness of their own heart, because they didn't have to. I don't know if I would have, but they probably were tired of it after getting the one fucking locked up or on probation or whatever for a misdemeanor. So, and yeah, I'll say this publicly too. I helped fucking Sam get that fucking restraining order and all that other shit, because that person was making physical fucking threats and doing things in real life, and she didn't know that he had a CCW. And I'm like, dude, he has a CCW. You can have his ass red flagged. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. And then she's like, oh, I'm gonna go see a man about a horse. So, yeah, it's rare that I pass on information, but if you're gonna come for fucking people's real life and do shit like that that's fucking crazy, I'll fucking pass the dime. But that's fucking it. So, anyway, okay, so I think we touched on all the fucking subjects. Just in case I don't end up sitting down and doing a stream from my own thing, from my own setup. I got a video while I was on here. Let me see if I have Discord on this phone.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Okay, I made a bit of
things
video.
happen for a reason, I guess. But there's people on there on the LCU now that have straight up given out other people's information, phone numbers, names, all that, and they just got a little bit of a punishment, and they're still hired and they still work. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, full on did some whatever that word is called. What's that word called when
What?
you release information?
Doxing?
Yeah. There's people on there, like even recently, that have doxed other people on accident or not, whatever, and they still have jobs there. So obviously that's not a reason, you know what I mean? But he used that as a reason not to give you that job with Reapers. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, I guess. It's his network. He does what he wants. He's the boss. But because you have people that hate on you, any little thing you say or you do, it's like, oh my God. Oh my God, can you believe Zita Ray did this? Can you believe she said that? Can you believe this happened? When other people do shit too and nothing really comes of it, will get mentioned one time and that's about it. You do something and it's like unforgivable, I guess. Weird.
Yeah, and it's funny because all these people have all these shooters to get all these clips and do all these things. I bet you the Zetards are an army of like 2 now.
Hey, but we
I
appreciate you.
I got my
You two are the best.
right? And I'm not just saying that because it's my fucking favorite number. Okay, anything you want to say to the people before we log off and catch up? It's already late. We're supposed to be inside already. It's 8:45, bitch.
Be the good people that you guys are.
Yeah.
And
Be independent fucking thinkers.
love your life.
Get information before casting judgment on anything and anyone.
Love life because it's beautiful.
Every day is a blessing. Remember to thank whoever your God is for allowing you another day.
Yeah. Remember to thank God for everything that you have and just be happy and do the best that you can with what you have.
And don't compare yourself to anybody else. Fucking just try to be a better version of yourself the next day. Okay?
Right.
So that's it. Okay. I love you guys so much. Like I said, my normal streaming times are going to be 9 a.m. or 5 p.m. I am going to try and squeeze in that motorcycle trip. So look for me popping up. I'll let you guys know before I go because sometimes you only get 3 notifications and that includes community posts. So when I am gone, it might be entertaining to pop on my channel just to see if I'm live because that's where the action goes down. Sometimes it's boring. You're just going to be on my handlebars like watching me or watching the road, whatever I'm doing. But interactions are crazy. Motorcycles are conversational starters and people be approaching me and pretty interesting conversations happen. And I love people who are homeless or houseless or however you want to refer to them. I always want to know their story because I've never had a support system and I've always just been one step above homeless my whole entire life. So not only that, I'm always trying to raise God's children, bringing home strays and shit. Okay, guys. I love you so much and I will see you when I see you. Bye.
Night.
I gotta edit the beginning of this video because there was no audio because my mic's fucked up, but I'll fix it later. Okay, bye.